I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
What's going on, guys? It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment. I'm back with another video. And guys, it's nothing less than an epic day because today is Monday. And this stream is gonna be epic. For one reason and one reason only. Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. All right, guys. Guys, we are back. And I just want to say this. Thank you for all the people that gave me the birthday shout-outs. Because, yes, my birthday was this past Saturday. I am now 48 years young. Look at your boy, the Cowboy King of Entertainment. Had surgery and I bounced back, baby. But anyway, went to Atlantic City for the weekend. It was great, a lot of fun, epic. My wife and I'll put out a video. I'll probably be working on a video tonight, and I'll put it out maybe tonight. But anyway, thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I love you guys because you guys are just what keeps me going. I love doing YouTube. I love just talking about the things I have interest in, from gaming, the podcast, the vlogging, the movie reviews, the product reviews, you name it. And you guys, you watch, you comment, we laugh, we joke, we cry, we argue together. And it's just, really cool. This channel is literally the virtual hangout that was coined some years ago by my friend Nikki. She was actually talking about the Sandy Anthony show, but I'm talking about the channel itself. It's the virtual hangout. So with that being said, today is Monday, and you guys know on Mondays I like to talk gaming. So we're gonna get into some video game stuff, and it's kind of cool, man. There's some people out there that going crazy over Xbox games not reaching frames. You know, there's a whole big thing about just get a PC if you want frames. You know, just a little bit. We were talking in the Discord. You know, what games look better than what? My guy Rune was saying that Horizon Forbidden West looks way better than any of the Xbox games that came out. I personally played Horizon Forbidden West. Didn't think it looked that great, if you ask me. I did hear there was a DLC that came out, and the DLC looked amazing because I guess it was PS5 only. So it's, you know, I'm curious to know, what are your guys' favorite game? What's the best looking game you've seen? Now, you might say, because Cubini, if he's watching, he might say, look, this game was stunning at 4K 30, right? So let's say if you take a screenshot, and the game could look amazing, right? So you don't need the game to move in 60 frames, right? If you just take a screenshot. Now, me personally, I think the Callisto Protocol is the best looking game I've seen because the graphics and the detail, the most realistic faces I've seen, I personally seen in a video game. Now, I know before Cubini said, look at the face that's going to be in Hellblade 2. We'll see when the game comes out and we get our hands on it. But for me, I say Callisto Protocol. I will say this though. When I played Ghost of Tsushima for the PS5 version, dude, the scenery and stuff. I mean, there was a stage where I'm walking and there's like water. You're going up to like a lake or something. There was rocks and like little pebbles. Each pebble you touch moved and looked wet. It was stunning. So let's get into that a little bit. What's the best looking game you've played? And we got a bunch of other stuff to talk about. You know, my guy FCat, my right hand man, he's gonna be in here. He got a lot of topics ready to go, ready to lock and load. So guys, it's gonna be nothing less than epic. I'm glad you guys are here. And with that being said, if you want to check out the channel, if you're new, just go to the homepage, scroll down, and you'll see all the different type of things I do. I put different playlists so you guys can get an idea of what's going on the channel. So with that being said, oh wait, I didn't feed my fish the whole time I was gone. So let me do that first, because, yeah, you guys might call PETA on me or something. And look, they're floating at the top. They're like, whoa. So, yeah. All right, fish are fed. So now I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair, and let's get into this. Just got out the shower, so don't mind me. Just rocking a beater, and, yeah. So first things first, let's go into the comments, see who is in the building. My man FCat said, throw the link. And my man Darth Kerman said, first. Rain said, yo. Let me see. TPG said, guys, do you want to taste it? Well, Rain said, try Immortals of Avium. I did play Immortals of Avium, actually. Who's taking pictures? Well, Rudigs take a lot of pictures, you know. So anyway, let me throw the link out there. Yeah, you guys know the way the show go. Anybody can join. All you have to do is click on the link. It will pull you right in, and you'll be able to be on the panel and be a part of the conversation. You know, we're going to do a little bit of order. I've been starting. We'll start off each person to have a chance to actually say what their opinions are on the topics, and then we'll do a free-for-all where we could just all rebuttal and comment back on what somebody said. So maybe you want to write down, oh, somebody said this and I want to mention it, because don't cut them off because you might kill their train of thought. But anyway, to join the show, bam, here is the link, and come on in. I'm going to pin the link so it will be there, and you guys will be able to join whenever. So also, it is actually getting warm here, so I might turn my fan on. So you might hear my fan because it actually is kind of warm. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. Actually, what if I just open the window? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Can't open the back window. disrupt the show. Yeah, open that window. All right. Actually, you know what? And I'll open the door also to my room, so that way you'll let some air in. All right, there we go. Now, here is the link, so anybody could join right there. And let's get this show started. So coming in first, red hot, the plan. The man that comes up with most of the topics we talk about, because he searched the internet looking for topics high and low, low and high, is none other than the guy with the charisma that's thick enough to knock down a bear, is none other than my guy, my right hand man, F the Cat. Give it up. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo.
F Cat, my brother. What's up, man? How are you doing today? First and foremost.
Chilling.
Okay. I like to hear it. I like to hear it. You're always chilling, man. One of the coolest cats I know. So good stuff. I see you're ready. And now I'm gonna bring in a guest is waiting to get in the ring. He is one of the youngest people to grace the stage, but make no mistake with his age, because everything he says will not make you go to rage, but it will make you understand that this is an intelligent young brother, and this is none other than the legendary Rain. Give it up. Let's go. What's up?
Yo, what's up?
Same old. How are you doing today?
I'm making it. Can't complain.
Listen, man, that's all we can do, you know? Well, it's good to hear. Let's see. Oh, guys, I got one more person coming in the building. He plans to be the shield that's going to protect one of us.
Oh.
He's talking about me. I don't think he's talking about Rain. He might be the shield to protect FCAT when FCAT go off the rails with some of these crazy topics. So it's none other than TPG, the shield.
Here we go.
TPG. What's up, man?
So,
So
not
you're
much.
shield, huh?
Just literally woke up, man.
Protect
Oh,
FCAT?
yeah. No, I'll protect you, man. I'll take that chair shot for you.
Hey, listen, I appreciate it, bro. Because we got Jers in the building.
But I want my title match.
Hey, listen, man, we gonna do it. I got something special for y'all this Wednesday. Because remember, it's GM Day. So anything goes, it gets crazy. And Rain, this year's gonna be a second GM Day, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So and TPG, you was a part of GM Day once, right?
I think I was. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, well, you would have known. So
Yeah, well, it might have been my first time playing with you guys then.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay. Let me see. Chill Gaming said, just watch the Final Shape Vidoc. Man, that DLC looks pretty dope. That's good to hear, man. I played that and let me know if any of you guys did. I played the what is it called? It's called Onslaught.
The Onslaught.
Yeah, Onslaught. And me and FCAT played it. We played 3 matches. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't groundbreaking. It didn't break, the mold, but I think it's something to give people to play. I talked to a buddy of mine who's in my old Destiny clan, and he actually liked it a lot. So, and look, Rue Diggs is in the building, lurking it up. Mr. Captain Canada himself. We talking games today? Yes, we are. And Chill said he's coming in soon.
Yeah, actually, somebody just recently solo legend completed the Onslaught
Oh, somebody soloed it?
on legend on the hardest difficulty.
Man, that woo. I bet he had a lot of running back and forth, dipping and hiding, but that's dope.
He got too much time.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, you know what it is? Some people go super hard for, so imagine if you play this game, that game, this game, and some people just play one game, so they put all their time in one game,
No, that's been me lately with Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that was you with Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, because I just want to get that game done. I'm like, damn, this is so good. I forgot how much I love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I had some free time today when I was in the hotel. So I started off, I turned on Forspoken, because I never unlocked everything. I never upgraded everything. And so I was like, oh, let me do that. I want to upgrade all her traversal stuff. And then I was like, you know what? This is the game where I really need to be like focus. And I just want to play something and be crazy and wild. So I threw in Marvel Avengers. So still playing that game. That's my like little go-to, nothing to do. Just want to pick Hulk and bash people.
Cowboy and like 10 other people.
Hey, listen, if you turn it on and you do the quick match, people will pair up with you. But for some reason I think it's broken. If you do regular match and nobody will join, like it's weird. Nobody will join. Go to quick match and people join. So maybe they know that quick match you get extra experience, so that's all they want to join, I guess. But anyways, let's do this. FCAT, you got anything you want to start off first, or we could just go?
Yeah. As everybody knows, I like to start off with the silly stuff, so you can pull me up, cowboy.
All right, let's do it.
It's actually pretty quiet on the gaming front.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys first just want to talk about what you're playing real quick? Get that out the way? Or you want to wait till more people are on?
That don't matter to me.
It don't matter.
Okay. Well, you know what
I've been playing Red Dead Redemption and Helldivers. There you go.
All right. Well, you know what does matter? My man, Dodge Man matters, because he just hit me with one of the biggest contributions. Bam! A 50 spot from Dodge Man. I appreciate it, bro. Dodge Man said, for your birthday, cowboy, save it for a game you really want, just not a game I'll destroy you in. You know what, Dodge Man?
Ooh, throw shade.
I'm pretty sure when you and I was playing Tekken last Thursday, you had to get off because your wife wanted you to do some stuff for her, and you were losing. So don't you check me, all right? Because I'm going to check you. But Dodge Man, listen, bro, I can't say it. Thank you enough. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to put this in. I'm going to put $50 on my PlayStation account. And, it'll definitely be 100%. It'll go to a game that I'm going to get in the future, which is probably going to be Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because that's literally the next game that I know that I'm going to buy. I don't need to see another trailer, but that game I will buy and own. I won't even have to rent it or anything. So, but thank you again. I appreciate it. Before I pull us up, FCAT, we got more people in the building.
Jeez.
So,
we're busy today.
None other than this guy. I mean, he's got the charisma to stop all the ladies in their tracks. But at the same time, he feels like he's a guy that would just be hanging out with me in Jersey. This guy has the longest flowing, loveliest hair. He's the man that's here to take over all the way from up north, battling the White Walkers himself, is none other than Captain Canada himself. Let's hear it for Rudy. Let's go. Rudix, what's up, man?
How's it going, everybody? We're here to talk some games.
Let's do it, man. Now I did see Jersey in the wing, so I'm sure he'll be back. But Rudix, talk to us, man. What's going on?
I'm just playing some games right now. Dragon's Dogma is taking a lot of my time. Got to the end of it already, but had to do some backtracking because I wanted to get some more done. I'm just slaughtering dragons because that's how I do. And then into Helldivers, always getting those new upgrades. I see they're introducing some new raid bosses or raid-esque bosses. They're these giant ATs, and they are moving robotic factories that just drop robots. They have guns on the side of them, and their weak points are hard to expose. So I'm trying to get in and see those. Otherwise,
I thought we beat the robots. I thought they was out of here.
Yeah, well, they're back.
Never. The cyborgs are back.
They're sneaky.
They just did a tactical retreat.
Other than that, cowboy, crushing the gym, bro. Where are you at?
Man, my man Rune, hold on, guys. My man Rune donated $4.80. Happy 48th birthday, Rune. Thank you very much. I know you said you actually don't subscribe to birthdays, so that means a lot, man. I appreciate that. So thank you very much. Man, you guys are epic. Dodgeman said, LOL, that was activities that I wasn't passing up, so leave was justified. Hey, I understand you had to do some things. Either way, you still was losing. Well, I want to ask you something real quick, Rudix. You said you had to do some backtracking. So I think let's just get into FCAT. Before we move on, let's just get into the games we're playing. Because I got a question for Rudix. So and mainly because I just beat RoboCop the other day, right? So my question for you is, when you said backtracking, you were still in the game. You didn't have to start the game over, right? You just had to kind of like backtrack in the
The
state?
game allows you to have 2 saves. It holds one of your saves at the last inn you stayed at, and then the other save is an autosave function.
No,
So
but
I had to get rid of my
I don't
auto.
mean to save stuff. Like, you know how, let's say I play a game and I get to a boss and he's really hard, and I can just say, you know what, I don't want to fight him. I'm just gonna go and kill, like backtrack. I'm gonna go and fight, maybe do some quests I didn't do. Maybe I'm gonna go kill a bunch of enemies and level up. Do you mean that type of backtrack?
That's exactly what I did, but Dragon's Dogma is more complicated. It doesn't allow you to create save files, so I had to use this secondary save to be able to get out of that end scene. And now I'm just exploring, finding some new bosses, taking down some dragons. I think I'll probably reach like level 40 maybe, and then I'll go into the end territory. But I had my time with the game. It's decent, but it was underwhelming. I was hoping that these NPCs were going to be the smartest things ever. They were shutting down PCs. People were talking about murder runs just to speed up. Man, these NPCs are brutally stupid. I mean, like, materials are great for crafting. It's like, no, I don't need to hear that. Like, that's common knowledge. And I mean, I just wish I saw more on the cusp of AI and technology here, but we didn't see that.
All right. Well, let me bring in another guy with the Jersey vibe. But this guy actually, unlike
Jersey's finest.
I feel like Rudiggs was born and lived in Jersey his whole life. This guy actually does live in Jersey because it's none other than Chill Gaming, aka Jersey, which has been lately stirring up the console wars. So let's go, Jersey.
What's up?
On?
He said Jersey's finest. What's up, man?
Well, aren't you the finest in Jersey?
No, hell no.
So Jared, we got somebody else that's coming in. Hopefully, you and him, y'all are both on the other sides of the spectrum. So before I bring him in, let me just real quick, what you been playing recently, man?
Little here and there, little Liza P, Call of Duty, jumping on in Mirage again and checking out Destiny. I'm real rusty in Destiny right now, so I haven't been playing that for like a year, so getting back into it.
What's your thoughts on Liza P compared to other Soul games you played?
So far, I'm liking it. To me, it's more of the parry with Sekiro situations, and I'm liking it. It's different to me because I'm used to like the gory from software type situations with those type of games, but it's fun. To me, it's a Bloodborne vibe. You know what I mean? A dark-esque, if you will, right? But it's funny because I'm not trying to bring console wars out. It's just funny, but people are like, man, why would you buy a game if you're playing on Game Pass? I was telling my buddy, I said, dude, I downloaded Liza P on Xbox Game Pass and I bought it on PS5. You know what I mean? Because if it's a game I like, I'm gonna buy it or play it, whatever it is. I don't care. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm enjoying that. It's pretty dope.
That's cool. I did the same thing with Streets of Rage. So I had Game Pass when Streets of Rage 4 came out, but I bought it from my PlayStation 4 because it's like I wanted to own that game. So certain games I know I want to own. Certain games I know I want to rent or Game Pass. You know? Whereas when I'm done, I'm done. But speaking of that, somebody who could talk about Game Pass a little bit is none other than this guy, because he is the X in X, because he's Q Beanie.
What up, boys? What up?
What up?
What's up, Beanie?
I didn't know about your birthday, brother, so I'm gonna get you something. No worries.
Man, don't even worry about it, bro. It's whatever's on your guys' heart. But at the end of the day, I just love chilling and talking with you guys. Now, if Rudiggs could cut a piece of his hair off and send it to me in the mail, I'll be good with that. But if
I feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch in the middle.
I know, yeah, man. And it's kind of cool because you got me and Rain up at the top. This is actually cool. All the pictures. So I'm gonna circle back, but let me go to you, Cubini. What games have you been playing currently?
Let's see what I played last weekend. I'm still playing Gran Turismo 5. Yeah, that's still doing that.
Okay.
I didn't play a lot of games this weekend. It was our first 70-degree weather weekend, so we were out on the fishing boat doing shit like that all weekend. So not too much gaming this weekend.
Okay. Well, that's cool, man. So let me circle back around. FCAT, what games have you been playing recently?
I have been trying out the new Destiny 2 thing lately, and I think that's been about it.
Okay.
I've been
Cool.
on
And
You've
there.
been playing them Twitter games. There you go.
well, and I wanna thank you for playing it with me. So I got to do my first impression. You actually played with me, so that was cool. Rain, what about you? What you been playing with recently?
I just started Immortals of Avium. I'm really liking that one though.
See,
WWE of
see,
course
see,
everyone.
y'all doubt what I'm talking
All right,
about.
fine. There's one person who
X
likes.
blocks the circle.
And then WWE every
Okay.
what Cowboy?
Yeah, you keep practicing, boy. Goddamn, you improve quickly.
Hey, Diggs, you were in the middle of a terrible box. I'm telling you, brother.
All right, so let me move on to FPG. Sorry, FPG. I see the F.
Yeah,
Firefly.
because you saw I changed the name again.
Yeah, that messed me up. So TPG, what you been playing recently? I think you
Like I said, bit of Red Dead Redemption here and there. Helldivers, man. Oh, I bought the new fucking battle pass, and
okay.
I want that crossbow. I want to blow shit
Dude,
up.
that grenade pistol is OP. It is so good.
Yeah, I was also hearing that the kind of the new machine gun was kind of OP, the explosive one. But I was like, oh god damn it, it requires so much grinding. That's the thing. It's like, god damn it, can I just buy these medals at this point? Come on. Arrowhead.
Play
So,
the game. I've almost got the
No,
crossbow.
I want
I'll
to
get the
buy my
crossbow
way to
tonight
success.
easily.
so wait. You get the battle pass, and then you have to do what it tells you and unlock the stuff, right?
That's
You have
correct.
to get the medals.
You gotta
How it goes?
earn medals
Wait,
by
then
playing
if-
the game, completing missions, finding them.
Now,
Yeah, and
if I don't buy the
dude.
battle pass, then I can't get the same weapons. Is that how it goes?
That's correct.
Okay.
Am I the only one having this fucking problem with like randos where they start killing everyone right at the extraction and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know that'd kill you. Like, really? You think dropping a bomb on people wouldn't fucking kill them?
Dude, you gotta add me. I can't go online without friends jumping in. Like they're always playing. Like no
Hey,
matter
Rudix,
what
we
I
see you
do.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom.
little.
Populated. Like I gotta always happy to have you, TPG. I run every Monday. I ran on launch day as well. We ran the other day with Bjorn. Dad plays games. Like there's so many groups just going off. So happy to get you in the mix if you're looking for people to roll with.
Fuck, dude. I got
Yeah,
people who
definitely,
hit me up all the time. My friend Mark, he's like, hey, you want to play Helldivers? I'm like, dude, it's like 2:00 in the morning. Will you know what time it is? Wake up. Come on. Time to play some
All right,
games.
So speaking of that, let's do this early. I'll do this right now. Then I want to definitely move the show along. If you guys want to check out Rudix, here is his channel right here. Ru, since you're still on you right now, well, you actually told us, but just give the people a little bit about your channel, and here's this thing right here, guys.
Yeah, man. All about gaming on the games that I myself find incredibly interesting. Of course, I got my Helldivers now. I've solidified every Monday evening. We're going in with the squad. We're getting those super samples. We're doing the high tier levels because that's what's fun and exciting. Wednesday nights, I'm always gaming with my family. We bring it in. We do family game night. We throw up the Fortnite. That has been going consistently since 2022, every single week. So I really enjoy that. The triplets and all my family has grown up along the way. We may even get my younger nephews in on the next one. That's how amazing this is. Not to mention so many other streams. I stream Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the hardest mode I could. Elden Ring, I beat with no summons. You name it. Lies of P. I took that game down as well, Jers. So props to that one. That I won't spoil anything for you, but that game I'll always hold special in my heart. And no, I didn't get it on Xbox Game Pass. I actually have the Steam version, the deluxe. So the thing about that is you want to get the game because the DLC is coming. Who knows if it's going to be on Game Pass when the DLC comes. But I'm always gaming on awesome stuff. You know, Cowboy, you come on by. And then my other channel is filled with podcasts. We're just always talking about games and chatting.
Yeah, I got to be on your podcast the other day, the Friday, so that was cool. All right, well, guys, definitely check out Ru's. His channel link is right there. Want to circle back to my man TPG. TPG, tell the people a little bit about your channel, and here's the link for his channel right here.
Just kind of been covering whatever I feel like covering lately. Mostly stupid stuff, but I finally got recording of the final part done for the Xbox documentary they did a while back. And man, I gotta tell you, there's some shit in there that did not age well. But you guys, you can see that when I finally decided to post that video. I just gotta work on the thumbnail. So yeah.
So you pretty much.
Also, I recently did a rant about AEW and how they're a fucking joke.
Okay. So just to give them an overview, you do gaming, you do some
gaming, just anything I could think of top of my head. I do reviews and random shit.
All right, good stuff.
Hold on, real quick. TVG actually watches wrestling?
Yes.
I don't think he does, but probably in little.
I watch clips online because remember I don't have actual cable, so I can only watch so much.
I don't know why I don't think you ever told me that.
No, well, yeah, everyone cutting the cable, aren't they?
Well,
I don't have cable.
I don't have cable either. But I'll inbox you TPG because allegedly I got a way you can watch wrestling, so I'll hit you up. Right? Yeah. So allegedly.
Are you a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean there, Cowboy?
No, he's talking about Netflix.
So look, hold on. Let's move on real quick. I just want to get my man Jersey's Finest, aka Chill Gaming. Here is the link for his channel. Jersey, tell the people a little bit about your channel, man.
Chill Gaming is always about the chill effect. You know what I mean? A little bit, craziness happens, but usually it's about gaming news and podcasting. You know what I mean? I just made a video I haven't made for 7 months, so I'm kind of going back and a little bit into that realm. Again, we all know making content does take a long time to do if you're really working at it. If you're just making content like Doc Dark, shout out to him, kind of easier to make. You just putting your thoughts out and uploading, but
turn on a webcam and start doing stupid shit.
And I think it works out for him. I'm glad he's growing, but the way I do it, the way Cowboy does it sometimes, and the way other people do it, just takes a little bit more time and effort, but I'm coming back. But yeah, it's mostly about gaming news, what's going on. I definitely want to make a video about the new DLC for Destiny. It's one of my favorite games, multiplayer-wise. But yeah, man, it's mostly about podcasting, gaming, and all that stuff.
Nice, that's dope. Well, guys, the links to everybody is there. Rain, I know you've been doing some music on your channel. Do you want to shout that out, or you're not really yet?
I mean, what do you mean shout it out? Because
I mean, I know you told me before, like you feel like you're not really, been like focused with it, but
yeah, I'm working on a song right now.
Okay.
I got the beat down. I just got to get the lyrics.
All right, fair enough. But look, we're gonna come back to you, and if you want to give me a link for the channel, because I don't have one present, and I'll definitely post it if you like.
I'll just link my music.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let me just get to the chat real quick. Lion said, "Love and Dragon Dogma 2. Once I finish the class I'm doing, I'll be back to it." Rune said, "By the way, Cowboy, I didn't say Horizon Forbidden West was the best graphically. I just said is better than Hellblade 2. Alan Wake 2 is the current graphics king." Okay, cool. Let me see. I modded my Vita over the weekend. Says Dodgeman. Cubini said he had some issues, but he'll be back. Let me see. Rude Diggs was right in there.
Cubini's always got issues going on.
WB 2020, WB 2K 2024. My 7-year-old has been kicking my A. All right. And Proto's in the building. Said, "No way is that Fortnite food." Well, yeah, FCAT's gonna get into that, but let me see. I don't have cable either. Listen, if you guys watch wrestling and don't have a way to watch it,
just join the Discord and we might have something for you. Might not. Who knows?
Right, maybe and maybe not. All I can say.
I don't know. It depends on the culture.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
So, first, let me say this: housekeeping rules. Just so we don't get too crazy, right? We're gonna get crazy, but we're just gonna go in the order that it is. I'll start off first when FCAT or any of you guys can bring up your own topics. We're gonna discuss everything. People in the audience, if you want to bring up topics, not a problem. But we're gonna go in order. I'll start. We'll go to FCAT. We'll go to Rain. We'll go to TPG. We'll go to Rude Diggs. We'll go to Jers. Once we've all finished, maybe I said something like, "Oh, that game's trash," and Jers is like, "Ooh." Just make a mental note of it or write it down. And when we're all done, we're going to do free for all. Then you might be like, "Yo, Cowboy, hold on, bro." And then you could bring up and rebuttal whatever you want. So I want a little bit of structure and then we could go crazy. Because, sometimes I think mainly I want to do it because there's times where people have really good thoughts. Like, for instance, Rude Diggs, Like sometimes he put together like when he's going, you're like, oh, it's like a scientist with his explanations. But if you cut him off, he might forget that other part that he wanted to say. And sometimes I really do like to hear what you guys got to say. So we could do it that way, and then we could go all in. So let's do it like that. So my man FCat Bam is on the board, and it says a Monopoly movie is coming, courtesy of Margot Robbie and Lionsgate.
So yeah, as we know, they're gonna be making The Sims, and now they're gonna be making Monopoly.
I'll jump in this first, and then we'll go to FCat and you know, my man TPG right away. But have some thoughts. We're gonna get there. I don't have any feelings to this. Personally, when I was young, I used to like Monopoly, and when I got older, I was like, man, this game is long and boring. And so I kind of got out of Monopoly. I'm sure they'll have a cool spin to it. Like I went to the movies with my wife and seen Barbie, the Barbie movie, and I thought it was really strange, but they pulled it off, right? It grossed so much money that year. One of the most popular movies that year. So I don't have much to say about a Monopoly movie. What about you, FCat?
First, I don't know how this is gonna work because, as you know, the Monopoly pieces are the dumb thimble thing in the car, and the like it's gonna be ridiculous. But I know how the story gonna go. So the story, basically, spoiler alert, everybody. But yeah, the Monopoly world people they're gonna go into the real world, and they're gonna learn about money and greed. Then they're gonna come back to the Monopoly place, and there you go.
Fair enough. What about you, Rain? What's your thoughts on a Monopoly movie?
Like FCat
Oh,
said, I don't know.
real quick. The only board game movie that worked out and was the master and the king is Jumanji, the first Jumanji.
Okay, I got you. All right, Rain.
I don't know how it's gonna work because, like I said, the characters. But I mean, I'd like them to see something like Jumanji they did, like they get trapped in the game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Uh,
All right. I want to say what's up to Obi, and Proto is in the building. Proto, I'm gonna call you Proto forever. So whatever else you change your name to, you always put a P, but I'm still gonna call you Proto because that's how I met you, and that's how you was actually on the podcast when we very first met you, and good stuff. But uh that PlayStation gamer, aka the Shield. What's your thoughts?
Just kind of, I don't know what to think about a Monopoly movie. Just, you know, I was more like shocked. I was like, did we really hear about a Sims movie? Because like, I don't know, man. Some of these adaptations, I'm starting to raise an eyebrow or two. Like, come on, can we do something else? Can we actually get another Power Rangers movie, please? I want that before I want a Monopoly movie.
Well, I definitely hear you. I think with the success of stuff like Barbie, you know, maybe Hollywood just want to throw it whatever sticks. But
Like, okay,
go
ahead. Well, I was gonna say, I could see something like a Bratz movie or a Ken movie, but a Monopoly movie. I mean, which one sounds like a harder sell?
Well, I will say Monopoly's more popular than Bratz.
Plus, have you ever played a game of Monopoly with the family? You know what ends up happening? Very quiet afternoons after.
Oh man! All right, what about you, Rudiggs?
Well, I have a relationship with Monopoly. I mean, when I used to live with my roommates, we used to put money down every single week. We gather around and we play the heck out of this game with drinks. I think this will do amazing. I mean, you give writers any sort of context and they're going to create amazing scripts nowadays. This will do anything but amazing. I mean, just listing, I mean, they have the Candyland movie, they have the Clue movie, they have the Battleship movie, which was like a crazy science fiction action film. So I think they have all the right recipe, and this is the IP that will bring in absolutely everybody, because who cannot relate to Monopoly? Growing up throughout life, it's like life, death, taxes, and you'll play Monopoly once. It's guaranteed you'll see this IP, and I think it'll have that same power when it comes to the box office.
Yeah, pay your rent or end up on the streets.
Well, look what before.
Listen,
Jers
just
goes, look what
advance to
Proto
go.
said. Look what before Jers go. Look what Proto said. He said the Monopoly movie could be a violent-filled horror where two families end each other over fake money. That would be kind of wild. And I will say, you said Battlefield. Battlefield actually
That'd
was
be wild.
very creative. It wasn't bad. I actually did like that. And that was Rihanna's first role in the movie. But Jers, what about you, man? A Monopoly movie.
Sounds weird. Sounds like it's you're definitely not going to be passing go anytime soon. But is this going to be based in Atlantic City? Because that's where Monopoly came from originally. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just weird. I'll probably watch it when it comes out on Max and stuff like that. But I'm not going to rush out and go see it.
All right. You guys got
only if you roll those doubles.
It's funny because I was in Atlantic City this weekend, and yeah, when you look at all the names on Monopoly is the street names in Atlantic City. It's kind of crazy.
If it's Margot Rubio working on it too, is she also starring in it? That's our question.
Yeah, I had that question too. FCAT, do you know if she's starring in it?
As far as we know, she's just producing it, just like with the.
Watch her be the shoe.
If anything, she's going to be the lady on the horse. They're going to do the whole male reversal thing,
right?
Instead of man on the horse.
Do you guys think they would have to have the they would have to make the characters in the game like be the like the dog and the thumbnail and all that stuff?
I don't think so. Well, first off, they've updated the pieces over the years, and they've get around the thimble and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see on a trailer
They
for
would
this
have
one.
to go by the OG stuff. I mean, unless if they do all the monopolies they ever created, that would be crazy. Like
the only Monopoly I've ever. The only Monopoly I ever played
was a multiverse of Monopoly.
I only
Similar
ever
to
played
what you
the
saw in
Monopoly
Lego?
Pokemon and Godzilla.
Like I know there's like an Overwatch Monopoly.
Listen, we're all talking about Monopoly. Watch it be like a little Lego game, a Lego movie type Monopoly.
That's actually something I didn't think about. Hey, if they can make a movie about Lego, fuck, they can make a movie about anything.
Yeah, for real. Those Lego movies be good too.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool. God damn you!
Are you ready to? Let's move on. So let's move on. So
let's advance to go.
Gigantic Rampage Edition came out, guys, and to everyone's surprise, they advertise this as a free game, and this game has a price on it. But so this is the thing: this game went shut down before. So why all of a sudden you went from free to play to a pay game? Like that's kind of questionable. It's a good game. It's just that's kind of questionable.
Well, how about we actually see what it looks like to give some people some context, because I got the trailer right here.
Here we go!
Got a bullet for you, Buster.
Here we go!
Let's get him! Target selected. I've got your back.
Return to ash. Better pay me for this. Another one down. Get out of there! Ready!
So it has that Overwatch type feeling, just a battle. Whereas Overwatch is first person. This looks like
Nah, this is like a third-person Battleborn more than Overwatch, to me.
Well, Yeah, it just looks like those games where you get a team and you go against another team. And that's
Yeah, this is more like Battleborn, bro.
It reminds me of Remember Crucible, the Amazon game that came out and then they shut down.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that too. I mean, I you know what, the whole conspiracy, or not conspiracy, but your thing about here, let me pull you back up. Your thing about them costing money now. Listen, I don't make video games, right? All I can do is buy them, and all I can do is buy what interests me. I don't know about the people who was playing it free, and if now they're gonna charge, how they feel. But for whatever reason, they had to do their research and figure that this was a way to go, because you said they was closing the game down or did close the game down. And now they're relaunching it. So
Yeah, it came back. Gearbox brought it back.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. I really don't have much to say. I'm assuming that they figured, hey, they could charge for it and people will buy it. But what about you, FCAT? What's your thoughts?
I bought it on their CD keys on PC
Mhm.
just because I played the beta like a million years ago,
Mhm.
and I generally like the game. But yeah, yeah, I just thought it was messed up that it was advertised as free to play before it came out. Then it comes out and it has a freaking price to it,
But
and
you bought it.
it requires the sub to play online on console.
Mm, fair enough. What about you, Rain?
Okay, I got 3 points. First
Okay.
off, I never bought it when it was free, so I can't really talk about how I would feel if I had it and then had to pay for it. Secondly, I said it once and said it again. Gaming companies have to make money somehow. And if they say the price is worth it, you'll buy it whether you like it or not. That's their option. Thirdly, I'm not gonna buy it personally because I mean, there's other games like Paladin that looks just like it and it's free. So I really have other options. I'm just not gonna play it.
What game you said, Paladins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paladin. Fair point.
Yeah.
Well, let me get TPG's point. What about you, TPG?
Cool. Don't care. I'm too busy with Helldivers to take on other multiplayer game right now. That's just my logic right now. That's why I'm not even playing Fortnite. It's like because I'm already too busy with like what I got on my plate. I don't want more on my plate.
Yeah, and the thing is too, some of you guys, we might pull up some topics that you might be like, I got nothing to say, and that's fine too, right? So you don't have to say if you
Yeah.
got no opinion on it. It's all good. What about you, Rudix?
This is a gigantic nothing for me. I'm sorry. It just doesn't excite me. I'm not 100% into it. But what I can tell you is this game is available on GeForce Now. So if you're looking to play it in the cloud, this is an available
Yeah.
option to play it there.
It is. It is.
But
So I can
other
play
than
that. It's
that,
cool.
that's
I,
all I
I
got to
can
say on
second
that one.
confirm that one.
Yeah. What about you, Jers? Anything comes to mind with this?
Not at all, bro.
Yeah.
Word.
I think
So
FCAT's thing was supposed to be kind of a little controversial, but I think you kind of bust your own bubble because you bought it. So I'm like, wait, you're like, hey man, it used to be free. Now they're charging, and you bought it. I'm like, what? There you
I
have it.
bought it because I'm supporting the game because I like the game. But I
If
mean,
you bought it,
it's messed
that
up. It
means
went
some
from
other people
free
probably bought it.
to paid game. It shut down before what if it shuts down again? Like you lose your money.
Well, listen, I think they just did something by accident.
How's Immortals of Avium PvP?
Oh my god, I wish.
Dead, probably.
But fortunately, guys, we got another new free to play game. We might have to pull up the trailer for this, but I don't know if y'all saw this.
I know
Oh
you guys
my
were
This
working
looks like
on
a
goodness.
it.
PS3
I don't
game.
know
This
anything
looks
about
like
it.
a
Yeah,
PS3
wait till it
game.
gets to me.
This is on
I played this.
PS5, Xbox.
What is this?
This is
Fuck
a
this.
asymmetrical horror game, kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday 13th, yada 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 yada.
It's Among Us. That's
Wasn't
what
there a
this
game
is.
like
So
that
this
before?
is Among Us with people. I've played this game on stream before with the people over in Cyborg City. This game used to FCAT cost money. Now it is free to play. Buddy of ours on the channel, Ray the Gaming Cyborg. Shout out to Ray. He's a legend. He was trying to stream this game. 5 people were playing it. Across the entire world, 5 people were playing it, and he couldn't get a lobby together.
Did you find that trailer,
Yeah,
Cowboy?
Good luck.
I got a trailer
This
for
will
you.
definitely help the population. It needs people.
So I got a trailer, but here's the funny thing, like Rudik said, when I pulled up the trailer or I put the name in, a trailer from 8 years ago came up. So I got a trailer that was actually just
guys. This is the PlayStation Home game. It's PlayStation Home. It's back.
PlayStation Home. Well, here, let's check it out. See what your thoughts are.
Time to play.
Come on! Lisa! I've got to do something. Oh no! Lisa!
Chang, buddy, you alright? I'll be honest, mate. I'm convinced it's Priya.
Alex, stop! I would never do anything to harm anyone.
Liar! I have a hard time believing that. Weren't you the one suspicious of Lisa? What the? Nina?
It was obviously her. Of course she tried to deny it.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
When am I ever wrong? We have to vote her out now. Hurry, guys!
Chang, we have to.
I hope you're right. Nina, wait, Alex? It's you? No! You're kidding me. It's Nina and Alex. It's them. Give me the key.
Did you think you escaped?
No!
Yeah, so it's on all platforms.
The C2 has just released its free-to-play update, so I'm making.
It looks interesting, but it does kind of.
Yeah, it's like one of those asymmetrical.
It's Among Us
kind of
with
like
a story.
Dead by Daylight. No, it's actually
There's
like
no
Dead
story.
by Daylight.
Oh, that's worse. It's just Among Us then.
Yeah, it looks like Among Us to me. The way it seems. Dead by Daylight.
It's Among Us. Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah, it's like Among Us then, right?
But didn't it come out before Among Us?
Yeah, it did. Is what it said. But meaning that it's similar gameplay, meaning that somebody that
no interest in this
is like the bad guy, but you don't know who it is. It's kind of like remember that game that came out on Stadia that like you could build cars and all that. They had like 4 of those games on Stadia where something Hideout or something is like a little kid. Then they had one of those versions where it was the same thing like Among Us, where one of the people is a bad guy. It was like part 2 of whatever the game is. I'm trying to think of, but
Word.
yeah. You guys got. Let's just go down the list. I mean, me personally, I wish I could think of the name of that game I'm talking about. In theory, I think this is cool, right? You're playing with people. You don't know who's the bad guy, but I don't know. I don't think but for at least from what they showed, it doesn't pull me in. So I really just think, but being free to play, I'll definitely check it out and see, because you never know, right? You might like something you think you don't like, but it doesn't do anything for me. What about you, FK?
I don't like asymmetrical games.
Okay. Fair enough. So that means you're not gonna get You're not gonna
I
get.
tried this. And nope out.
So wait, did you play it?
Yes, I tried it for like 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds.
That's how quick it lost me.
Got you. What about you, Rudiggs? Or sorry, I'm skipping. I'm looking where I'm looking on the side, the wrong side. What about you, Rain?
I mean, I'll try it, but my rule for these games, if like I don't really find interest, I'll play it 10 minutes, and then if I don't like it, then
That's fair. TBG?
Nah, I ain't gonna waste the space on my fucking library. Fuck
Dang.
this mish stuff.
Fair enough. What about you, Rudiggs?
Like this is Among Us with extra steps. The tasks are more complicated, and it's just a lot more jankier. I just play Among Us with your friends if you're looking to do this.
Got you. What about you, Jers?
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
Not that hard.
There might be somebody who do want to check this out, because coming in the building is the maker of chaos. What's up, man? Would you play this or not?
He's gonna say rip this game.
Funnily enough, I played the original Deceit, and they definitely shifted more towards like Among Us. Like is very much they copied a lot of stuff from Among Us for Deceit 2. But yeah, I'm not gonna play this unless someone really encourages me to play it.
Gotcha. But this was the original.
Maker,
was out before
Maker,
Among Us,
don't play it.
the original was out before Among Us, right?
The original was, but the sequel came out after Among Us.
Yeah, this was a PC original game.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I think we can move on from this game.
Yeah, so new game just came out today. You can pull out the trailer for this. This launched on all platforms.
Oh no!
I want to say this much. I did have a subject I posted in the private chat that I think we should talk about at some point.
Okay.
Oh no!
Not a problem.
Oh, it's nothing bad. It's actually something we could all agree on.
Oh, the Fallout TV show?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a chance
No
to
spoilers.
watch it.
Video game adaptations are always awful.
Knuckles is bringing 6 more
They're
episodes.
saying it's
later
good.
This
It's
month.
better
Come
than
on.
anything's better than Halo.
Oh God.
You guys want me to FCAT? You want me to put up the trailer first so we get some context?
The Parish game.
This isn't a game. This is a TV show.
Yeah, you got the wrong thing, Cowboy.
Yeah, that's the guy from that's got the same guy from Breaking Bad to play Gustavo
You got the
Fring.
wrong thing, Cowboy. You got to put in Parish. R-I-S-H.
I can't lie though. When I first saw,
die.
dude, a lot of games are gonna die.
Why is
I
it
mean,
saying 1 year ago when I look up the footage for it?
Tired of talking about dead
No, I
games.
mean the Parish, the game.
So originally I played this on Luna, and like it was the only good game on Luna, and now it's on console.
So it's
this
an
came out
FPS.
today. Yeah, it's an FPS. It's
This
pretty
happens
weird.
when
looking.
FCAT's in charge, guys. He finds like the most questionable games. Like, hey, did you hear about this?
Listen,
No.
FCAT, he might got a point, FCAT.
Real quick, FCAT doesn't make the news; he just reports on it. I'm sure if he had the ability to make the news would be a crazy and wild place.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing new games.
True.
I can't.
I'm not giving FCAT.
You are not supposed to be here. We have been led astray from our path.
Crawl back into the coffin out of which you unceremoniously scuttled.
Through the portal, purgatory awaits. When you fail, return to me.
No, this is mummies with guns.
This necromantic temple was used to
it's
communicate with death. Burn that profane temple to the ground.
Oh yeah, mummy's coming home. I mean, I'm sure the people who made this game are very happy right now. There's a lot of cool things going on, but it
This
just
looks
feels
like
like
Doom.
a game I've played before.
It looks like a Doom game. Can he just really make a clank noise when he hit his shield? Pretty clank noise.
Go cow.
Man, all right, so I'll start.
That went hard.
What'd you say, FK?
I said that went hard.
Yeah, I mean, what up? Why come some people? Oh wait, okay, my bad. I just pulled Rude Days off. I was looking like, where's everybody at? But they was on the other side. All right, there we go. All right, yeah, I mean, honestly, this looks like a Doom game. I wonder, right? So when you make a game like this, right, as a creator, right, you know, so you get an idea like, hey, I want a first-person shooter game. I want it to be like demons you're fighting, and you're like, oh wait, what, like Doom? Like, well, yeah, like Doom, but it's an art image, right?
I mean, yeah, at least it looks better than Quantum Mirror.
Well, I wonder, do you just say, you know what? It doesn't matter that it resembles something that's really popular. Let's just put it out anyway. But this, I feel like I'm one of those people where I love Doom. Doom is one of my favorite first-person shooters, but I wouldn't play this because I would just probably play Doom. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like sometimes you see something that's similar to something, but you just be like, well, I don't want to say the real thing, but you will want the adaptation of that thing that you probably just feel like is better. I don't know. FCat?
I played it on Luna. It was pretty good.
Okay. How far did you get in it?
I was playing it for like a week because I had the $1 for a week thing going on, I believe.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you, Arain?
I mean, from the trailer, I like the way it looks. I'm a big Doom fan. Like, I like the way Doom plays. But I'm going to bring up your topic. Speaking of games, I mean, most games, the ideas have already been made. So you're always going to be compared to something. But it's whether you can do it better is the question. But, I mean, I'd get the game because I like Doom, and I like the way this looks like Doom, in my opinion.
I mean, you know what's cool? Is it could be reverse of what I was saying. So what I was saying is, oh, if it's a game, I'd rather go for the former adaptation, right? But in your thing, you're like, hey, this might inspire me to play it because I like the game that it's similar to. That's good.
Yeah, it's currently on discount on both Xbox and PlayStation.
Also, guys, Rain, here is his music from his channel. And Rain, if you don't mind, can I play a little teeny piece of it?
Yeah, it's no like lyrics into it, but it's.
All right, so guys, real quick, I just want to, because I don't want to forget. So let me just play just a snippet of this. Now, Rain makes his own music. So on YouTube, this is his YouTube channel. So you guys can click on that link and hear more. But we just play a couple seconds.
Prosper.
Yeah. All right, George, where you at, man? Here. Got some lyrics for this?
Not yet. I'm working on that right now.
On top of this tower, you ain't gonna stop me. I'm coming on top of thee. I'm dropping in like a hell diver. I'm on life, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it until the end, until time. I will forever bet, cause I got the power till the final hour. Got the maker of chaos up above. I don't care, I don't do it with a glove. Rudig's on the microphone. Call home, he ain't deaf tone. E.T. still trying to phone home, but he ain't got no connection. I'm still bumping it out within a threat.
God damn, man, that's actually pretty good.
So the funny part about this one
Watch
is,
out, Rain might copyright strike.
yeah, I'm like,
God damn, he's copyright striking you, cowboy. You motherfucker.
nah. Later into this one though, what I like about it is the vocals, because there is vocals in this one.
I like hearing the guitar. Like I'm a sucker
Yeah.
for acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
I'm working on another song right now called Tunnels, but that one's.
Honestly, dude, no offense, Ray, but if you were to play that song right next to like a footage of the last.
Rain was like on my screen. He was like frozen. So
I
I was
don't-
like,
All right, so this is the next thing. Former Blizzard president wants us to be able to leave a tip after completing $70 games.
Hey, you know what? This game's so good, I'm gonna give you a tip.
didn't we talk about that before? Well, I guess maybe in the Discord.
No, this is actually this popped up like during the weekend.
Yeah, let me pull FCAT back over. I want to try to get the same order. So when Rain was talking, it was frozen for me, so I just restarted it. But you know what? So here's the thing, right? That would be crazy, right? But FCAT, to be honest, you literally said you bought that other game that was free to play, and now they're charging because you wanted to support the developer. So how is that any different than this?
Not support the developer, the game itself.
Okay, so to support the game itself. So how is that any different than this, though, right? That, you know, if there was a way for you to tip because you just love the game, I mean, it would, you know.
Who would the money go to, the publisher or straight to the devs? Is the question.
Well, I don't think it really matters, right? Because
Is it taxable? Like, there's all kind of red flags with this.
I mean, I will say, the more money the game makes, I mean, that's better for the developers within that company, right? Because when it sees success, they want to invest more with that developer, right? Grow the studio, make it better. I mean, potentially that's basically the same thing.
That makes sense. Maker, you just skipped everybody because you're last. But
oh, my bad.
He's making the chaos.
Exactly. Yeah.
My wife came in and told me she didn't want to interrupt my rap, but dinner is ready for me. But I do want to give my opinion.
My bad. Go.
If I'm gonna drop $10 or $20, I want some nudes of Lilith.
Right.
Fair enough. All right. Well, Rudix, thanks for coming on, guys. Rudix, thanks for the rap. Thanks for Rain putting out the dope beat, and maybe you guys can make a song out of it. And let me do a feature on it. I definitely want to be a part of it. But
hey, I'll hit you up about it.
What you got for dinner tonight, Rudix?
So my wife made a new thing. She's got green beans, sliced almonds. Oh, just walnuts with some soy pieces and on a bed of rice. So I'm sure it's going to be good and healthy. I'm going to need it. I hit 195 on the bench press today, Cowboy. Hit it 6 times.
Woo!
So, bro, looking out for you. Looking out for you.
Man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm tired and I need my food.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it as usual. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope the food is as amazing as you want it to be.
Thank you. And everybody on the panel, take care. It's fun hanging out.
Peace, man.
Later. I'll say, me personally, if companies was doing this, as long as it's not mandatory, I really don't care, right? I don't care when people crowdfund games. I don't care about DLC. I don't care because I think it's called business and you don't take it personal. So whatever they could pull off listen, it might be a trend, and people start tipping. That's on people who want to tip. Again, I give my little story. Love Marvel Avengers. You guys know I played the hell out of the game. Started over from zero on PlayStation. Playing it again. I played it just today when I was just had nothing to do. I'm like, you know what? I want to play Marvel Avengers. Never spent one dime on the cosmetics. As much as I love the game, never spent one dime of real money. So personally, I think you could love a game and not give it extra money if you don't want to. So as long as it's not forced, I don't care. Go ahead, let people leave a tip. What about you, FCAT?
Hell no. There's already microtransactions in the game. Games are $70 freaking dollars. You gotta buy $100 Star Wars for DLC. It's freaking crazy. Don't support this crap. This is, oh my god.
Fair enough. Hey, listen. What about you, Rain?
So I don't care the game's $70. That's not my problem. But my thing is, what I consider my tip to be if I buy something on y'all's online store, like if I buy a DLC or I buy currency,
I'll
because I
tip.
mean,
Go ahead.
because essentially I'm basically just spending money anyways, like a tip, just getting extra stuff in return on top of the $70 I've already spent. So I mean, I don't really see a tip. Like I'm already tipping pretty much if I like the game. I'm getting something like a cosmetic for it.
Makes sense. What about you, TPG?
I think this is a very stupid idea. My tip is I play your game and I finish it and I buy the DLC after. So no, $70 game, $30 for DLC if you're lucky, and then oh well, nobody wants tip. Like no, motherfucker. How about you make the game work first? Then we'll talk about tips. Until then, fuck you, fuck your tips.
All right, fair enough. Very vocal. What about you, Jers?
Former Blizzard president gives tips. So we have to tip. Is that what I'm looking at? He wants us to tip.
He's just saying that he wished there was a way you could give a tip for a game that you already purchased.
Well, there is. You guys don't know that? The boss can give them bonuses. That's how they can give fucking tips. You know what I mean?
Want to say that again?
The boss can give them bonuses. That's how they can get tips.
Oh.
You know what I mean? 2,500 at the end of the year seems pretty fair to me.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Maker?
Like I was saying, it's all about like if you really want to support a developer and pay extra, you can, and there's a way to do that, and that's just to buy more copies or gift copies to your friends. And I have like for example, Ori Will of the Wisp is one of my favorite Metroidvanias. So I own it on both Xbox and the Switch. I have the collector's edition on both. I've got multiple copies of Elden Ring. I've got it on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So if you love a game, buy more copies of it, and it shows the sales in itself go back to the developer and the publisher, and then they, if it succeeds, then it succeeds.
I've literally done that though. Funny enough, with good.
No, we could do a free for all now, so everybody got a chance to speak. So you could jump in there.
Well, I was just gonna say I actually have done that where I've actually bought like 10 copies of The Last of Us. No joke. And then my friend, I literally gave them out to my friends who were they're like, "Oh, I've never played the game." I'm like, "Here, take your copy. Here, take your copy." But don't worry, I bought them all from like pawn shops and everything.
No, that's cool. What I was going to say was Maker had a good point, because I was going to say, well, what if a game doesn't have DLC? But he actually beat me to the punch and said, listen, you can buy another copy. And that is a good point. I think what they're saying is, let's say it's a $70 game. It would be nice for you to be able to pay, give a tip of $10 or $20. Because what if you don't want to spend a whole another $70? You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, that definitely is a good point, Maker. But I think we should move on, because this is like, okay, cool, fair enough.
Yeah, we got a lot of topics to burn through. Come on, FCAT.
Let's get to some good stuff, FCAT.
Yeah, come on. This is the sleeper stuff. Is he even there?
While he's sleeping, you said sleeper stuff.
F cat.
I gotta dip. I gotta go work on some stuff.
All right.
All right,
Peace, Rain.
What's up, man? Oh, let me
All right,
ask
I'll
you
talk
guys
to you
this.
later.
I'm gonna pull this down. Hold on, Rain. Before you go, let me ask you one question.
Hmm.
So me and so there was some talks about 60 frames, right? And then there's 30 frames,
Mhm.
right? It's cool because Jers is here. So so I really want to get his opinion on this. So they were saying earlier in the Discord, Rune said to Cubini, Horizon Forbidden West looks better than a bunch of games, he said, right, earlier. So I was saying, me personally, the best looking game I seen was the Callisto Protocol because the faces, right? So it depends on what you think makes a game look the best looking to you. But for me, when you're actually playing the game and not a CG, the character faces and expressions just look so real, right? So I want to ask you guys, what's the best looking game you've played that you could think of and why? So me personally, I'm saying the Callisto Protocol because of the faces. I mean, the graphics itself is stunning, but the faces, like, I pause it sometimes and like, bro, how is this in a game? So and that game came out the end of 2022. It just looked, the faces to me looks great. In action, moving around, no full motion video or CGs. But that's what I think. What about you, FCAT? What's the
Best
best
looking game?
Hmm?
Is that what you said?
Yeah, what's the best looking game you've played? Like, what game you think look
Like,
and let me just add this.
recently?
Yeah. Well, period, right? You could say, well, the 60 frames when I'm moving left and right, it looks so good. Or you could say, because some people will say, technically, graphically, a 4K 30 game would look better than a 60 frame game. Because if you was to pause it and that one screen capture, you'd be like, whoa, look at detail. Whereas if you have a dumbed down game, but 60, it might not look as good. But for you, you might be like, man, with the 60, when I'm running, it looks great. So I just want to throw that out there because it's all your interpretation.
Graphically, let me see, Immortals of Avium and Bright Memory.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What about you, Rain?
What
I
about you?
was honestly gonna say Immortals of Avium
Mm.
because I love the cutscenes in the game.
Mm-hmm. Nope. What about you? And if you gotta go now, Rain, that's cool.
Not yet.
Rain, you gotta hit them portals after you beat it.
I will.
That's dope. He said he's gonna do it. What about you, TPG? Best looking
Uh,
game you played.
so okay, to me, there's a difference between best looking game and best performance game.
Okay.
If you're asking me, like, overall, what game do I think looks the best? I probably won't shock anyone. I'm gonna say it's a PlayStation game. I say The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. And the reason I say that's because the level of detail they have in the environments and the facial expressions and the performances, dude, is damn near untouched. And the fact it runs at 60 frames as well just makes it extra delicious to me. And I know that sounds a little, off, but I think it looks really good. Hell, you go back and look at something like Uncharted 4, it still looks really good. Like, Naughty Dog, when it comes to visuals, they're unmatched, in my opinion. The only developer, in my opinion, that comes to their level is Rockstar. And bit of a confession here. The only game I will ever go back and play at 30 FPS is Red Dead 2. And god damn that game. I am so surprised that a PS4 doesn't catch on fire trying to play it.
Okay, that's dope. So your game is The Last of Us Part
Part
1
2 remastered.
Part 2 remastered. Okay. Let me ask you this before I move on. You think The Last of Us Part 2 remastered look better than The Last of Us Part 1 remastered?
Yes, in certain departments. But I do think Part 1 definitely has a little bit more of an edge to it. I don't know. It's hard because, like, one day I can say Part 2, or I can say Part 1. But I lean on Part 2 because the gameplay is also just, like, so much more smoother.
Okay.
Plus, you
fair
could prawn.
So Jers, I'm gonna go to you next, but let's bring in Q Beanie is back in the building.
Hey, boys.
This
Oh.
definitely
Sorry about that.
a good one, Q Beanie, because I thought of this question because of you and Room talking today. But we'll get to you definitely. But Jers, what's the best looking game you've played?
I gotta say, bro, quite a few of them. I really can't put my finger on just one though. You know what I mean? So this generation's been up in the ante with graphics. You know, I'm agree with a little bit with TPG. Last of Us definitely probably the highest, best looking game overall. But you know, I want to, you know, run it back what you said about pausing the game and looking at it, right, or whatever, photo, whatever. But there's a fine line, bro. Like people get it like really messed up when they talk about 30 FPS versus 60. Obviously, unless you got a high-end PC rig, you know, you ain't gonna lose no resolution with frames, right? Obviously, but PlayStation 5, you know, it has its limits. Now, when I was playing Horizon Forbidden West in 60 on the Sony monitor, we both have actually, and it looks fantastic. Now, I'm the type of dude that I don't want to stop. Sometimes I'll stop, but I'll look around. But with 60, it helps me not to look, because when you're looking around with 30, everything's blurry, so you really can't see it until you act like you said, stop and look. With 60, you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And I think that to me, you know, that's why I prefer 60 this generation. The best looking game I gotta say, besides Last of Us, I mean, that should be excluded because that's already up there. That's there. That's without question, right? I would say Demon's Souls PS5, man. The environment in that game, the dragon, the everything is phenomenal. Is it the best one? Probably not. But to me, what they did with that game is pretty phenomenal. So there's my take.
You know, I think I love how you broke it down. So you brought up a game that was already out, and then
What the hell is that?
You know how it looks now, right? Oh, you know
Yeah.
what's funny? This is crazy, guys. I'm terrible. I need a publicist. I need somebody.
Yo,
my microphone.
Your microphone is so fucking far away, Cowboy. I was sitting there like, you gotta
you need
shout
a
a little
boom arm,
harder,
buddy. You got to get a boom arm, man.
Exactly.
I need a
$30. $30. All it costs
I need
me.
I need a lapel mic. I need something to just attach to me. This whole time, I didn't realize my mic was all the way laying down on the
Cowboy.
table.
I'm telling you right now,
That's hilarious.
do not get a microphone for your shoulder, because if you're moving your shoulder around a lot, it'll pick it up. And
Put it to your mouth a little bit, like 2 inches away, and talk into it. I just want to see something.
Well, yeah, I got a microphone arm right now, and a designated microphone.
Yeah, I got you. So this is it by my mouth.
Yeah, like if you're
bro.
kind of promo.
But
it sounds so much better.
You know what's weird though? I don't like to have the mic in front of my mouth.
Yeah, because you move a lot, bro.
I don't. Yeah, and I don't like it in the visually. Right. I wanted to make it look like there's no microphone in the scene. So that's
they have a microphone that goes above you. Like
yeah, I see what you're saying with the boom mics. Yeah, I know.
No, it's not even a boom mic. It's the other one. It goes above you. You
It's
can
a
still
mic
move
arm.
around,
Literally,
get up.
all you do is just attach it to your.
You could actually put it behind your desk and have it over it, right? And it just captures a good proximity, like 6 feet, so you can move around. It'll still be like my mic right now. It costs a lot of money though.
For
I ain't gonna lie.
2 years, I'm telling you, man, nothing is better than having just a microphone right there next to your shoulder. Like how how you can hear me right now. My mouth is only maybe a couple inches away from the mic.
What about a Bluetooth earpiece mic? They still make those?
Those are questionable at times.
Like a really, really good one though.
I think the problem with those is so I bought my wife got me for Christmas that what is it called, what's the song, the PlayStation
like this kind of mic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a problem because it's picking up everything in the background.
It's picking up,
feedback.
Sound like you're outside on the highway, like cars driving by.
Just Cowboy, if I could recommend anything to you, it's just a mic arm and a HyperX Duo cast. If you have a computer, it's easy.
Listen, I think I'm fine, guys. Thank you.
I think he needs a lapel mic.
All right, let's move on.
I need if I got anything, I would get a lapel mic.
Wait, we didn't even let Maker have a chance to say what his.
Well, this is true, but game. All right. So Maker, best looking game.
Okay, so that's a tough one.
It is.
Because I mean, there's obviously different styles and different ways to express visually.
Right.
For me, when I think of games that kind of blew me away with how great they looked, when I think open world, I think Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think probably Flight Sim, Though Flight Sim is just like, I'm saying, like from afar, up close it doesn't look good, but like the fact that it pulls real, satellite data of what it looks like, so it looks like the real thing is really dope. I love that. But in terms of like kind of more linear, Last of Us Part 2 to me, like just in Washington with the rain and everything, it just looked beautiful, even more beautiful than I would say even Part 1 looked. And I thought the first game was better than the second.
Are you saying Part 2 remastered or Part 2 PS4 version?
I never got the remaster. I'm just saying Part 2.
Okay. Well, it's essentially the same thing, just a little different.
Okay. So your pick is gonna be The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
That's cool. 2 people.
Man, that's
yours
3 people.
actually mentioned that too. So this is cool. Cubini. Now, Cubini, your take might be a little bit different. Now, I'm surprised Jers didn't go there, but Cubini, you might bring up. Well, he kind of mentioned Jers mentioned a little bit, but you might bring up a game, but say because of your power of the PC. So, what? And I'm not putting words in your mouth, but what game would you say is the best looking game you've played?
I mean, I'm gonna be that guy because I'm that guy. PC or console, Forza Horizon 5. It still stuns me every time I play that game.
Damn, that's Starfield.
Forza Horizon 5 is a very good looking game.
Horizon 5 just, I don't know, it runs way too damn good too. Like, it's a very optimized game. It runs on my crappy laptop. It's amazing. But it's just, every time I play it, I'm blown away by how good it looks.
That's cool, man. Yeah. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the question was, what's the best looking game you've played? Listen, it could be a racing game because at the end of the day, racing games, like, they're just really focusing on that one vehicle, right? And then the next vehicle. So at the end of the day, you get a really streamlined product because it's just driving around the same track.
Yeah, well, but Horizon is open world, countryside, basically. It's not a racetrack. But I really wish I could get out of the car and walk around in that game. It's that good looking.
That's cool, man.
Make it Grand Theft Forza.
So let's do this. Let's do a little bit of a free for all because I want to razzle and dazzle y'all a little bit. So let me ask you guys this. First thing I'll ask you this. Go ahead, Maker.
Yeah, I wanted to say something real briefly. This came to mind while Cubini was talking. I want to say lighting wise, I want to give a nom to Cyberpunk, like with the ray tracing and stuff like that. It looks really good.
Sure.
It's crazy how good Cyberpunk looks now compared to how when it launched. Oh my god, it's like they actually gave a damn and fixed it.
Hey, listen.
I mean, I think
a thing called updates. They could always patch a game.
I think it always looked great with ray tracing. Like I played it on release on PC.
Judgman asks, and I think it's for you, Cubini. How well does it run on Series X?
I mean, it should run hella good. I mean, that's basically an Xbox One game. But I know it has a 60 performance mode, and I think a native 4K 30 mode. So it should run fine. I haven't played it on console in a while though.
I'm gonna throw out a game that what we like to say honorable mention. So I don't like this game at all, and I tried to give it 2 chances, but Ghost of Tsushima, I got to this stage, and it was like a pond or a lake, right? And like it was rocks on the ground, and I'm sure you guys, if you played, you probably got to this because I'm like 5 hours in. But anyway, right? I'm sure you guys beat it. So as you walk, like each rock you kind of like kick and it moves, and each rock has wetness on it, and it just looks, I mean, it blows me away when I was like, oh my god, look at the floor. I mean, it absolutely looked stunning. So I could say as far as scenery, that game like really blew me away. But
can I give you my second one then if you're gonna do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna say Atomic Heart, especially on my PC. Just it looks incredible, especially the first 20 minutes of the game. The opening scene is just beautiful.
You know, my issue with Xbox is that I don't own a console. So I've been playing all Xbox games this generation on xCloud. So this, I was about to say Atomic Heart, and I'm like, oh wait, I played on xCloud. So I didn't get a
Yeah,
chance.
you're missing out a little bit. Yeah.
No, I am, and I feel bad because I really, really, probably more than Xbox fans, I really do want to play Hellblade 2, and I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna buy a
But see,
console just for it. But when
I think
somebody showed,
you're kind of robbing yourself of getting like the full experience thing because like
well,
it's all dependent on the cloud.
so here's my problem though. The reason why I feel like I'm not, because in the last maybe 3 years that I was using xCloud for the next gen games, I've only beat 2 games, and so I've yet to play a game that really made me lock in.
Yeah.
So if I played more games that I was like, oh man, I'm missing out because I'm playing these games and I'm beating them and I'm not seeing them to the best that they could be. But I forced myself, no knock, but I forced myself to to beat Hi-Fi Rush just so I could make that video Hi-Fi Rush versus Forspoken. And I
Sure.
beat the Ninja Turtle game and I never played that again. So and that wasn't
It's
like a graphical masterpiece. So I feel
it's
like
great that you're. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I feel like I'm not really missing out because there isn't any game that's really sucking me in that I'm like I'm mad. Now, Hellblade, I might be mad that I'm not gonna see it in all of its glory. I will say that.
I would say for Hellblade, just wait and do it on GFN. Just pay for 1 month and then go do it on GFN. I mean, if you want,
Or I could pay for
you
one
know,
day at GFN since Hellblade is 8 hours.
So
well,
since we're talking
if
about
you're down for it, sure. Yeah.
So since we're talking about cloud gaming, I actually have cloud gaming news. If you pull me up,
Okay, we
I'll
wasn't
get
really
there
talking
real
about
quick.
cloud gaming yet, but yeah, if you guys are done with I'll leave it
Well,
there.
I got
best
one
look-
more game out there I
Okay.
want to throw out. I think it looks really good. In fact, there might be a couple I want to mention real
Okay.
quick. One, far as art style goes, I think Hi-Fi Rush is pretty fucking awesome. I love that anime, yet kind of that Saturday morning cartoon vibes it has.
it does, yeah.
I've been playing that game. I'm like, dude, you know what? I am surprised this slipped under a lot of people's radar. This is actually a good one. And as far as like open world games go, I think, well, I want to say Red Dead Redemption 2. The fact that it doesn't have performance mode kind of hurts, but Horizon Forbidden West, oh my god. You can say whatever you want about the story, the gameplay, but that world looks beautiful. And Ghost of Tsushima. You could, dude, I legit have seen people like actually post up screenshots as posters from Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, yeah, that looks like something you would write.
You know what's crazy? I didn't think Horizon Forbidden West looked that great. Like it looked okay. Now I heard the DLC looked. I heard the DLC because it was only
DLC's
PS5.
pretty
So I heard
insane.
the DLC like pushed it to the next level. But
Forbidden
Hope
West looked
said-
great on launch. Like I would say it's up there. I just think Red Dead is more impressive.
I agree.
I
on
would-
that. But like,
I would
it's just
throw-
the only thing that hurts it for Red Dead for me is not having a performance mode.
Well,
That's it.
I played on PC.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You're playing on PC. I'm playing on console. So
I played
I'm
on
left
console
behind.
originally.
I would throw in what did I say earlier, Cowboy? What was the Gears 5 DLC? Hive Busters. That game, one of the best looking games on Xbox for sure. That'd be a good, runner up.
That's cool.
Word.
Hope said he can't support a lot of Xbox Cloud or GFN because
Well-
a lot of games don't support HDR.
Well, pull me up because I got some cloud games, cloud news. Let's see what Holtz thinks about this.
Okay. Let me just see if anybody else has something I want to read. All right, cool. So we're gonna go back to you. Bam. Here we go.
So Shadow PC launches the Shadow Game Store, which is basically just third-party games playing it, and you're getting a discount.
And none of us
you
care
buy.
about it. But I'll take a stab at it. Listen, I think it's cool, right? They're gonna have their own store. I guess it's kind of like Stadia, right? When you think of it, we were always saying the other cloud companies don't have their own.
No.
store.
So this is a third-party thing, and you're buying it from somebody else, and they give you a discount, kind of like a CDK thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool, right? Now, is it going to be every? Well, yeah, Shadow PC could play any game because it's pretty much a PC in the cloud. So, Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
and
I
then
guess
you had the mobile version of Shadow PC also.
yeah, I guess in theory this sounds pretty cool. I don't really have much to say about it. I never tried Shadow PC. Also, Cubini, I want to let you know I never tried GFN before, so this will definitely be a first if I did.
Yeah, I've ran GFN side by side with native on the PC, and the GFN on the highest settings is hella nice.
Yeah, well,
It
only
worked
thing is
really
I
good
want
for
to
me.
say, I think you mentioned this to me in the chat, and the only thing I'll
Hmm.
say live is it will be very expensive just trying to play Hellblade. At that point, you might as well buy it because one, I would have to pay for Game Pass, right? And that's what $18 to get the PC version, and then two, I'll have to pay GFN for the. I guess I could do the day, and that's $8, so that wouldn't be as bad. But if I did the month, that's like $20 something. So that's already 40,
Well,
almost $50 right there to play one game.
I mean, Game Pass is $1 for 14 days right now, so you could do that too.
That's only if he hasn't signed up.
Yeah, I signed. I
Sure.
definitely used that before. But and
Yeah,
that's
but
also
Yeah,
when
well,
the
you
game.
cancel and renew it. Yeah.
No, and community. We're also talking about when the game comes out. So I'm saying that now this would be for Hellblade 2. So we don't know if
So
Hellblade
you're
2.
saying you need $40 to try it? Because I mean, that's no big deal.
I mean,
So.
he
No,
he
I'm not.
could just use his PC, but you know.
I only got a 20. And listen, I got 2060. Right. I know that game probably. I'm sure it's gonna get my
it's
2060 a
gonna,
run for his money.
yeah, it will.
I mean, I've got a 1050 laptop, so you're doing pretty good there, Cowboy.
So we'll get
Yeah, I got a
to
game.
the cloud stuff quick.
All right. Anyway, but
Nobody else
all right. So
has
I don't really have much to
anything
say on
to
this. Let's go
say.
down the road.
Yeah.
Go ahead, FCAT. What you got to say about this?
Not much. Like I said, it's just a third party site that offers
Okay.
a discount. It's not actual native buying the game on, you know.
Got you. Well, Ron said Shadow
Kind of like
PC free
Stadia.
today. All right. What about you, TPG?
Got nothing to say. Don't care about cloud.
Fair enough.
Well,
George,
Shadow PC is
No, I'm good.
more better than GFN. I mean,
I'm literally
GFN's
I'm
better
literally
than Shadow
playing
PC.
right now on an ancient ass laptop playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So there.
And real quick, Holt said, I said if Stadia fails, I won't trust storefront. I won't trust a storefront. He said these shadow storefronts would have to also offer me a DRM free copy of these this title. So for the titles. So damn, he said
It's not
Stadia
GOG.
storefront still open for Death Carnival. All right, what about you? Oh yeah, Jersey, you said pass, right? What about you, Maker?
I don't really have any comment on it. I don't use Shadow anymore, and don't have any need for it.
It's pretty expensive. That's like the
What
most
about you,
expensive one.
Cubini?
Doesn't bother me none. I'm good.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, speaking since Ron Schlesinger brought up Stadia, we apparently the next Stadia is coming. So High Score is a new cloud gaming service coming soon, and you'll be able to cloud stream any game, Steam game you see at home.
So, me personally, I'm not like gonna say. So the greatest thing with cloud, all right. Let me say this: I poured almost 3 years of my life in the cloud, right? Like I literally was a diehard PlayStation guy. Start messing with cloud just to try it. Fell in love with it. Stopped playing PlayStation. Only play cloud. In the end, I came back to PlayStation, and I barely ever use cloud. Only use it when I use Game Pass, so I could play the Game Pass games because I don't want to buy a console. So for me, cloud isn't dead, but cloud, I don't see anything special with cloud yet until there's a cloud native game. So when Xbox come out with that Kojima game, maybe it'll make me look at cloud differently. Until then, they're all going to be pretty much the same. Some are going to have certain games, some won't have certain games. Some is going to have better fidelity, some is going to have worse fidelity. They're not doing anything to suck me in. I don't care to play GFN. I don't care to play these anything other than xCloud with Game Pass whenever there's a game on there I like. So for me, yeah, I don't really have much to say. This won't get any attention from me. What about you, FCAT?
I'll try it out, but I mean, and see how the quality is stacked up with against the other, cloud game and stuff.
Right. That's fair. What about you, TPG?
Got nothing to say. Not interested.
Fair enough. What about you, Jers?
Nope.
And guys, this is how we get past some of these topics that FCAT brings up, and you guys don't have anything to say.
Because nobody likes
Before, we
cloud
would kind
gaming.
of have like a little
Nobody
free
likes
for all.
cloud gaming. That's
So why bring it up,
that's the
FCAT?
problem.
No. That's not because somebody in the
Because this
audience.
used to be a cloud gaming channel.
Yeah, somebody. Whoa! This wasn't a cloud gaming. I covered cloud gaming, but this wasn't a cloud gaming channel. But a large majority of this, I did cover cloud gaming. But
Yeah,
but I
Kyoto
think
was
it's
a
good to
cloud
bring it
gaming
up.
channel.
But I think it's good to bring it up because some people might want to talk about it. But again, TPG, if we don't want to talk about it, we just like pass, and then next thing you know, we're gonna go on. But Maker, you?
No. No. If I were to get into any cloud gaming, it'd be GFN, and I don't really have a need for it right now.
Yeah, I love it, man. But it makes sense. What about you, Cubini?
Now, in my case, it'd be great if I had a cloud service that I could use in the truck out here. That'd be great. But the thing is it comes back to data plans. I've only got 50 gigs on my phone. So 50 gigs don't take that long. So in order for cloud to get better, it's not so much what it can do for you. The bandwidth requirements and the data usage needs to find a way to be reduced more before it'll work for me out here.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Word. So we ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's get into some Ubisoft, ladies and gentlemen.
Ubisoft?
So Ubisoft is deleting the crew from libraries.
I still got it on PC. I'm good. No, we played that game for a long time, and we have the second one, but oh well.
So let me jump in there. I think I'm gonna pretty much say what Cubini said. At the end of the day, right? Man, it's a game you play for a long time. Now I know people want to own their games forever, right? But when you got subscription services, you got all these things and ways to play games. There's only but so many games they're gonna keep around. So I get it.
But honestly, this game is like a live service game. So, it was an online only type game. So, I mean, at some point it's going to die anyway, right? They can't run them servers forever. They're on the third version of that game,
And that's the thing. When it comes down to these games, right, is that if you don't personally own it on like a disc or something, right, and then people get into the do you own your games or not? I think at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want with it, and then we could get into the whole, well, technically you only own a license and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, for me, I don't really care what happens. I think if a game is super successful and then they get rid of it, that would be crazy, right? But I can't expect people to keep a game that's, let's say, is not as successful. Let's say it ran its course, and then let's also say they're coming out with a part 2 or a part 3 or a part 4. They obviously don't want to keep around the predecessor because they want to push people on the new one. At the end of the day, that's just marketing, that's just business. So I really don't. And at the end of the day, I love gaming, but I'm not that crazy over gaming, right? I'm not gonna cry and flip things over. Like, for instance, I really, really like Marvel Avengers. I really, really liked Friday the 13th. Both of those games, they got delisted, right? So it is what it is. That's my stance on it. But FCAT, you?
I mean, it's been a slow week, but yeah. Nah, I don't like this. Cause kind of reminds me with Battleborn. Like, shut it off and delete it.
I mean, yeah, I totally get you. I mean, that's a good perspective. What about you, TPG?
I think it's kind of ridiculous that companies are removing games from libraries, but at the same time, I do understand that at some point you gotta turn everything off because nothing lasts forever, especially in the tech world where everything ages every 2 years for 1 year. So yeah, sucks, but this is the world we live in. So maybe you guys should think twice before buying a Ubisoft game and ask yourself, is this game gonna be on my library for a couple years, or is it just forever? I don't know. It seems like they're also being very picky with franchises they seem to do this with, because it's like they're more obscure franchises, not their big names. Like well, I don't know.
No, Crew's a big game, sir.
Yeah, well, I'll say it,
Motorfest
like,
is a good game.
but
Yeah.
my point was like, what games do you think of when you think about Ubisoft? You're not thinking of Cruise. You're thinking
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Far Cry. That's those games they're going to try to keep intact, but everything else.
Well, but it also comes down to this is an internet only based game, and they're on the third version of this game already. So I mean, what are you gonna do? You know.
Fair point. I just this is the age we live in, so you gotta wonder where these companies stand. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. What about you, Maker?
I mean, I feel like this is an inevitability, especially with car games. I mean, Forza Motorsport 7 got removed from all digital storefronts as well, because a lot of it has to do with licensing, with music and with car licensing and stuff like that. These companies eventually have to say nah, and they're gonna pull it.
Maker, you're right. They delisted Horizon 3 a couple of years ago. Also, you can't get that anymore due to the licensing issues with the radio stations and all that stuff.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is just imagine with some of the licenses. Imagine if they had to pay a certain residual over and over.
But
right?
GTA gets away with it, right?
Forward, and then they're like, "Oh well, we don't want to pay this anymore because we got a newer game." So I could just see that for one example could happen. But yeah, I think we're all pretty much done with this. What you say, FCAT?
Licensing and music. I mean, they got music in GTA. They got music.
Yeah,
in Fortnite,
but they've also removed music over the years.
Yeah, GTA's lost music, and it's also one of the best played games still 10 years later.
Yeah,
Metal Gear was
it's still
delisted
popular.
as well. You can't buy Metal Gear Solid digitally anymore. You have to buy like a physical edition if you can find one. Because me and my friends were actually going to replay Metal Gear, and we were looking for the digital copy and saw that it got removed.
Yeah.
And that's just the digital age, folks.
Standard procedures, man.
Exactly.
All right, what we got next, FCAT?
Fresh
Oh,
off
we got Static coming in.
Cowboy just announced today, X Defiant will be running their little play session beta for the 100th time, April 19th this weekend.
This Friday. So this Friday, I'm actually going to my mother-in-law's house for the weekend. Maybe I might play that, but I mean, listen. Do we all feel this game should have been out yet? Who knows? What I will say is this: I learned a long time ago. I used to be one of those gamers I won't say no names, TBG, but I want my game right now. I need it now. And what I learned was, man, whenever they put out a game fast, they cut corners. Dude, you're gonna suffer as a gamer. So I used to I got to the point where I'm like, dude, I don't care if a game was supposed to come out, let's say this Friday, and then they put out a statement. We got to pull it off for 2 years. Good, right? Yes, it's going to suck. Yeah, it's going to lose traction. But at the end of the day, to make the game better or more in their vision, I'd rather them do that than give me a game that's going to be a buggy mess and it's going to have issues. Like, I'm loving WWE 2K 2024, but damn, they could have waited another 6 months to really fix this online mode, personally. So, for me, let them do as many tests as they can. Let's not forget, over 2 years ago, I paid for Baldur's Gate 3 on Stadia way before anybody else got to play it, and they kept doing these tests, early access, and look, they got it right. So, I don't have a problem with this being another test if they need it. What about you, FCAT?
If it means we'll get a release date during their June showcase, I mean, the more the merrier. But X Defiant, right? Like you said, it kind of the hype died off because it got delayed so much. And we got the new Treyarch Call of Duty coming this year, which is going to be they're claiming will be available on Game Pass, and that's pretty much going to demolish anything X Defiant tries to do.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah,
I don't
you
want to
know,
get into the
finals
whole
add-in
thing.
stuff. People are getting back on finals. It's going to be tough for X Defiant right now. They should have came out when they had the chance.
But if the game wasn't supposed to be where it was, why should they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what
Apparently,
I guess that's the
to
catch-22. Because
apparently
imagine it came
to
out
the
and it was
guy,
broken.
he said you wouldn't be able to play with your friends if they would have launched it a while back.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's catch-22. Imagine if they brought it out and it was like a buggy mess. Then we'd been like, man, they should have delayed it. What? I hate when they rush games. You know, so
Right.
that's the catch-22. But I will say, Holt said, wait, I'm sure I could download them from my library, but it's not available on the storefront. So he was talking about like the Crew 2 and stuff, games that are pulled. Yeah, so typically I don't know of any game that I bought that I'm no longer able to download. I think maybe I'll see if I can still download Evolve. Like they delisted that. Typically delisted just means you can't buy it anymore. But can I still download Evolve?
I think so.
I'm gonna check that out. Let me see. Lion said Metal Gear got re-released. Got re-released, and it's available on Steam. He said Metal Gear is $16 on PlayStation now digitally. And Maker did say Metal Gear 3, I believe. So I couldn't justify 2K 2024 with paying $22 and $23 and find out there has been phone issues for years. And ISO's in the building. What's up, ISO? But anyway, let's go down the line.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid eventually re-released, but it had been off the market for over a year. At one point in time.
Yeah. So wait, so the X Defiant thing, I think I'm at TPG. What's your thoughts?
Don't care if this game's being delayed so much. There's something going on we don't know about. A lot of technical problems. Yeah, I would want it to come out sooner for people who are interested in it. But it's like, I do agree with you. You know, we live in an age where everyone's rushing shit out, and we should be a little bit more patient. But you also have to remember, gamers are a very patient bunch.
Right.
You know, how long were we waiting for the Last of Us multiplayer game, and people were still bitching about it every 5 minutes? I want this. I want that. You sound like a little bunch of children to me, but okay, whatever.
I was about to say that was you actually, but whatever.
Yeah, don't you judge me.
Sorry. Not judging.
I'm good. I'm joking, cowboy. But yeah, it's the world we live in. Games are gonna take a while.
Yeah.
And it's better for them to take a while to come out and be a mess.
I have to go, but regarding this, yeah, I think it missed its window. I think the longer that they waited, the more saturated the market just is going to become, and they should have came out early last year if they're going to drop it. But I also worry about Ubisoft because they got Star Wars Outlaws in like August, and I don't know what else. Apparently, another Assassin's Creed supposed to be coming out this fall. So, you know, I feel like if they bog down too much of put too much in one spot, you know, kind of like what was the year? The Immortals Phoenix Rising, and it had Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed Valhalla all in like a 3-month span.
So you know what's crazy? I actually made a video about that. I gave them credit. In a 1-year span, they had 5 AAA games came out. What you're talking about? Yeah,
each one of those games were a different studio, though, too.
Yeah,
different divisions. You know,
but the problem is that like Watch Dogs Legion was like one of the least sold Watch Dog games, and Immortals Phoenix Rising also didn't really sell that great either. Like Valhalla was like the only one that like did gangbusters.
And Ghost Recon Breaking Point was one of them as well.
But I worry if they do this again, they might be killing some of the other products by releasing other big Ubisoft games around it.
I actually believe they can shadow drop this, and like nobody would really care.
But
Like they
I
could
gotta
shadow
go.
drop this game.
I'm gonna go play some Elden Ring, prep for the DLC.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Man. When
Later,
does the
guys.
DLC come out?
See you, bud.
June. I'm playing with one of my friends.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, look, man,
See ya.
good stuff. Thanks for popping in. Love your input as usual, and I hope you have a good night.
Word.
All right. And Maker Chaos was another person I actually met in person. So there's a video on the channel. He came over this way because he lives in Georgia. And the cool thing is when he got off the plane, I was the first person he met on his trip. And we hung out. He actually came to my house. So the first one of the YouTubers or people in the community actually came to my house, and we played some games. I bought him some lunch. It was a lot of fun. So a good dude, definitely a good guy. But Cubini, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I don't have much on this other than to say, yeah, it's probably too late for this game.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Let's play.
What I hope is that the game comes out and maybe it's really good, right? Maybe it'll come out and some people would be like, oh wait, like you'll hear it word of mouth, right? Like word of mouth, people are like, man, I heard this was actually pretty good. Because when they was first making it, it was like X Call of Duty people are working on the gunplay, and they had a bunch of stuff they were saying that made people look like, oh, this X Defiant game. So maybe my hope for the game is that word of mouth. But I mean, I played it myself, one of the betas, me and FCAT again, and I didn't think it was that great, but who knows. Let me read some of the comments though. ISO said they didn't release multiplayer because they don't know what they're doing. LOL. Holt said, I've waited enough for games as I waited 8+ years for games like Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. And Sour Blow is in the building. He said, what's good? He said, that game is dead. And my man Houston is in the building. He said, on a note about pushing out a little too fast, remember the problems with Anthem and the very bad startup of Cyberpunk.
Right.
So,
Next up, I got some more harder, deeper stuff we can get into. So you might have to pull up the trailer for this, Cowboy. But
okay,
the new Star Wars Outlaw looks shockingly bad.
Now looks bad.
It looks bad.
Damn. I mean,
I've had gut feeling about this game. I tell you.
Look, there's this text at the beginning of this trailer. I don't know what it says. It says not representation of actual
Doesn't
gameplay or
represent the
something.
final product.
Could I say something?
Something weird. It says something weird. Like I've never seen like this term of use before. So they're basically saying this may or may not be in the game.
Now let me say something. I'm gonna say this. I know that they came out with the thing last week, right?
Yeah, pull up the trailer.
I almost feel like nobody was really saying this. Like, you've seen a bunch of trailers before, so I want to know. I'm wondering, is this like just people trying to troll the game and make like, for instance, we're going to talk about it, right? Is that one of these what's happening to this game, or is it a reality? Because nobody said this before.
Look what it says. Captured.
Yeah. So here,
You gotta remove the subtitles, Cowboy.
Yeah, turn off the words, please.
Each of you
represents. Pop it real quick.
You got captions on.
Turn the captions off.
Why is the caption?
Capture the engine. Not all images appear in game.
That's crazy. I've never heard of this. What is this?
You've never heard that before?
No.
This is okay. So FCAT. This is basically their way of saying, "Oh, this is not
cinematic."
Right. Yeah. That's all.
Like GTA 6 trailer.
What do you mean? You're acting brand new right now to gaming. Like,
come on.
But here, let's check out.
Just
check out
so go ahead and play it.
All right.
Each of you represents some of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy. Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Huts. It's a golden age for the underworld. The Empire controls every corner of the galaxy, but they're distracted by a rebellion that won't quit. It's an opportunity to make millions.
Kay Vess, the underworld's favorite new scoundrel.
At last. What do you want?
So look at her
Derek
model,
Bash.
her face model. Like
new,
it's
rich,
completely different
and
from the
lethal.
last trailer.
You crossed their boss Slero, and now he wants you gone. Rob his fortune and buy your freedom.
This job, it's a death wish. I'm in.
Oh my god.
Out here, you live and die by your reputation. You want to survive? Know the players.
You're new to this world.
What's your problem?
Come back when you're not.
Jabba, right? Look, don't try anything. I got a whole crew surrounding the... Okay, we're skipping that part.
For about as long as I can remember, it's just been me and Nix. Doing what we have to.
This looks like some PlayStation 4 graphics.
This job is my one shot at freedom. But if we're gonna pull this off, we need the right crew. And the right ship.
Jesus Christ.
I hire you because you are one of the best hunters in the Outer Rim.
She's more connected than you let on, Slero. Bess is mixed up in something bigger.
See that right there, she looks
The Outer Rim is a dangerous place. Everyone is fighting for their piece of the galaxy. But all I want is to live free. So I'm gonna risk it all. Hold on, Nick!
Star Wars Outlaws pre-order available now.
Okay, so what we're talking about is the
pull me back.
graphics, right?
So Star Wars
Okay,
Outlaws K
so-
versus receiving Fable levels
Oh,
of hate.
blasphemous! Put
Okay,
Fable in this
dude,
shit. Come on.
I got,
guys,
I got
let's
right here.
let's get constructive because I know y'all all want to go and it's gonna get crazy, but we can have a free for all. So let me just jump in here. Me personally, when I first seen this game, I know it was Ubisoft, but it didn't click Assassin's Creed to me, right? Now when I watch this trailer, I'm like, oh, this is kind of like a Star Wars Assassin's Creed, you know, all the ducking and walking behind people. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I personally don't have a problem with the graphics. I mean, again, we're watching it from YouTube being streamed through, you know, through this service, so it's definitely not going to look the best to everybody who's watching it from the way I'm streaming it. But I guess I'm not invested in this game, so the graphics doesn't bother me. And I never seen the graphics in all the other trailers and was blown away. So I'm kind of like, now, does her face look a little different? Yes, but I remember when Marvel Avengers was coming out, they actually literally changed Black Widow's face. So what Black Widow looked like, they changed her and made her look different. Here's Jers back in the building. Jers, I was thinking about you. I'm gonna say something after this for you, but I almost think this is kind of, I'm not going to tell the internet they can't cry about what they want to cry about, but for me, I don't feel like this is that big of a deal. I think this is more somebody want to pick something out, and whether they want to derail the game or they just want to, or that maybe some people are just really mad. I don't know, but I do feel like this is the era of, hey, let's pick something we don't like, and we're going to get, you know, a wave of people to get behind it, and everybody's going to talk about it, and you know. But that's me personally. So we'll definitely get to you, Cubini. But go ahead, FK, because you might got a lot to say.
It's a bad trailer, like, because the past two trailers. So the first trailer we saw was a CG. We knew that. The next one was mixture of CG with gameplay, and it looked amazing. Now, I don't know what happened, but now it looks like a PlayStation 4 game. Like, what happened? It's just crazy because, like, they have this still shot. I don't know if you saw this, but she's being compared to a Jim Henson Muppet, a puppet from Team America.
America.
Yeah.
Oh my god, F-Cat.
I mean, is it really about the graphics though? Like, can we just talk about what the game is? Like, really, this is the argument we're having.
If Jersey, you got anything on this? Or you don't care?
I got a rant on me about this.
Okay.
And
Well,
I kind of
hold up, TPG. Let me ask y'all this. So, FCat mentioned the old trailer. Do y'all guys want me to play the old trailer first?
Yeah, you can play the old.
Because
the
maybe
second,
that'll be
the one with the
yeah,
gameplay.
maybe that'll be some context. Because let's just see how much better the old trailer actually looked, right?
Yeah, because they're going.
So this trailer is from 10 months ago. All right, so let's see.
These are
Is this the
dangerous
gameplay
times.
or the CJ?
At least that's what I hear. The Empire?
Turn it off. I already see the difference.
Yeah, this is CG one.
There's CG, but there was a 10-minute game.
Yeah, this is clearly CGI.
Yeah, this is the CG one.
Belongs to the syndicates.
The second one is the one with the gameplay.
Yeah, this one looks like PS5 Pro graphics.
Right, right. This looks like Unreal Engine 5.
I have to play their
Right.
Type stuff.
Have some gameplay though. As I'm scrolling through,
Looks like I'm all in.
I'll try to find it.
And I hate when they do that.
There's no gameplay in this one.
She's in here somewhere.
Jersey, you're exactly right, bro.
Huh?
You're exactly right. I hate it too.
Yeah.
There she is.
I mean, this might as well be a movie.
Yeah, this is a movie. I don't know why Cowboys playing a CGI trailer.
Yeah, you know this is
That
all.
my whole life.
This is next gen capability stuff, man.
And now I just need a chance to finally be free.
All right, so all right. The other trailer was long, but I'm just gonna play some of it and go through it. So what they came out with was a 10-minute walkthrough trailer. So
Yeah, that one. That's the one with the gameplay.
To be fair, turn the audio off.
turn the
Or
audio
halfway.
off.
Yeah, because I got a rant I got to go on about people.
All right, well, hold on. You could get your rant by yourself, but here, let's check this out.
Yeah, and the same thing with this one. It still looks like it was made with like UE5 type engine or comparable engine.
So wait, what are we trying to compare here? Her face?
The face, the model, everything. Like that whole other trailer was just like looked like hot garbage.
Oh, I know. All I see is 30 frames though.
I do. Yeah, I see it too. Yeah, this is clearly. I wouldn't say CGI,
All right, well,
but it's
since
clearly.
this is long, let's just go down.
Right here.
Yeah,
This is
actually
clearly altered to a point.
This is really what the game's supposed to look like. This is running on PS5.
Let's go down the
Doesn't
list. So hold on, FCat. What else did you want to say about it?
If you could pull me back up, there's more controversy with Star Wars Outlaws.
Can I just go on a
Okay,
fucking
go ahead.
rant here
Let
for a
him get his
second?
rant on.
Goddamn,
Let him get his rant on. Go ahead, man.
Okay. Y'all motherfuckers sitting here getting obsessed about one fucking frame of an entire trailer. Come on, guys. This is ridiculous. It's like when people got upset Aloy's face looked a little chubby in one of the announcement trailers or whatever for Horizon Forbidden West. Y'all live. I don't think you men have seen a fucking woman for years. If you're sitting here complaining, I can't. This isn't perfect. This isn't. Just shut the fuck up, man. I think The Rock had a great term for people like you. They're called crybabies. You want to sit there, bitch and moan about something because you got nothing else to do with your life. Go out, touch some grass, talk to a woman.
And if you pull me up, pretty much people been bitching and crying. Well, Star Wars Outlaws Jabba the Hutt missions locked behind the season pass, so you have to purchase the premium editions of Star Wars Outlaws to access this mission or subscribe to UB Plus.
So let me ask you this: is that concrete? Because how would people know that if they didn't play the game? Like,
they're saying it's legit locked behind the season
Yeah, but
pass.
what I'm curious
It'll
on is
probably be in the
is
game, Cowboy.
huh?
It'll probably be in the game. Hey, to have this, you need to buy this.
No, I can see it. Maybe it's a DLC, but I'm just when people. So what I'm wondering is
You
because
can't buy it separate though.
there's so much stuff going on about this game right now. I'm wondering if some people are just kind of throwing stuff in there. Like I always wonder how legit are some of these claims because when a game isn't out yet, the internet can say whatever, and if you don't fact check it, and maybe you can't fact check it. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm wondering.
Yep.
But I mean,
sorry, I had a phone call.
Anybody else has anything on this?
yeah. So TP kind of said what he had to say. What about you, Joe?
Yeah,
I'm good, bro.
You good, TP?
I'm waiting for FCAT to get to Destiny. That's what I want to talk about.
What about you,
forever, bro.
Let's try to hurry up and
wait, hold up. Let's see what Cubini had to say.
Yeah, see what Cubini.
I mean, I have a gut feeling about this game that's not good. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, wrestling's coming on. Let's get rolling.
So yeah, I'm mad that Star Wars Outlaws is charging the $110 to $130 for the premium editions, and pretty much pushing the Ubisoft Plus.
That's fine. I already have it. So
and all that.
Yeah, let me
It's kind
understand
of like
this.
the Game Pass thing.
Yeah, let me understand this. You were you guys were talking about this in Discord. So is this where you were saying that you have no option, right? You either you have to buy the $110 version in order to get
for the mission, for that extra mission, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So you can't just buy it by itself.
Right.
Man, that is kind of
How much is the base version? 70?
Yeah, 70.
Man, they're wilding, bro. You out of your mind, bro. 50 extra. Get out of here, bro.
Yeah,
but if you get it on Plus, if you get it on Plus though, you get all of the features, everything.
Right.
So just
do that
pay it for a month and play it, right?
Yep.
They're basically pushing UV Plus like it's Game Pass.
Well, my only issue with that is that let's say the person who wants to buy and own this game, right? So Cubini, you would say, hey, just play it. So like for me, that sounds good. I just rent games, right? Beat them and be done. But let's say somebody's a hardcore Star Wars fan. I mean, they're just gonna have to suck it up. If they want to be like my brother, he's a diehard Star Wars fan, so he would want to get everything. So it's kind of like, well, you just got to buy the premium version. But I guess it's no different than another game having a premium version. I guess the only difference is you can't buy the DLC alone, which is kind of not cool.
Okay. So we ready to move on?
Well, not
Let's
really.
get to what
I don't have much to say other than that. But
FCAT jumped the subject so fucking much.
I know, yeah. Because I want everybody to get a chance. If you have nothing to say, it's cool. But that's all I really have to say about that. And what about you, TPG, about this $70?
What was the? Is $70 too much for gaming?
Well, no. Hold on. Let me back up. It's not that because he moved. What the first part was is you can't buy the DLC by itself. So you have to. So if you want the DLC,
and how much is the total price for the best edition?
$130.
$130. Fuck no, dude. That's a part of my fucking
right there.
That's almost 2 fucking games. That's part of my fucking rent.
I am good.
That's damn near my rent money right there. So no, fuck that.
Or $18 a month.
This is why Ubisoft's a fucking joke, man. They are a joke of a company. $130 for what? For
the Ultimate Edition.
For Star Wars Uncharted. Congratulations. No Jedi powers, but hey, look at that Jabba the Hutt. Because fuck, they must think Star Wars fans are stupid. Because they'll buy like anything that's nostalgic. Oh, Han Solo, Jabba the Hutt, I gotta buy. No, just don't support the shit.
Honestly, I don't, Wow, I thought you were talking about this on the screen. But
FCAT, go back a little bit to what we're talking about. Unless you
no, that's fine. No, that's fine. You got 100. No, hold on. What's the 110 one?
So the 110 one, I think, is the deluxe.
Okay, and the premium is 130.
Yeah.
The 110 gets you the season pass.
Is this game PvP?
No.
It's a single play. It's Uncharted.
Bro,
It's Uncharted.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Open world.
We can't do that, guys. We just can't. No.
I know I
absolutely
paid
not.
$120 for
Giving these
wrestling.
fuckers money.
Let me.
PvP, man.
Easy.
That's, you know what I mean. Like you can. That's gonna go on and on and on and on. Like, you know what I mean. If
Cowboy,
this was
let
like,
me read
hold
out the
on.
difference. Can I do that?
Check this out. What if this was World of Warcraft Star Wars style?
Oh, wait, Jers. Maybe he should at least read the context because we're kind of going off of what.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
Real quick. So the base game is 70. The 110 gets you the season pass, the base game, and 3 days early access.
What was the season
So
pass though?
I don't know. I didn't look into it that much. And then the next one, the 131, gets you all of that. Plus, you get a Shark bundle, Rogue Infiltrator bundle, a digital art book, and that's the only difference. So you're getting cosmetic items in the $130 version. So, well, I guess it's what, 109 for the season pass and 3 days early access. So I don't know.
The
$100 game, man. That's what they're doing, you know.
The thing that's hilarious to me, all these people complaining on Twitter, and Twitter people do not exist because this currently, all versions on the PlayStation Store are in the top pre-orders. So where are all these people? I'm gonna boycott this game because I don't want to play as female Han
Cat,
Solo.
man. It's the same as Sea of Thieves being on the top pre-order list. All the people that hate on that game, and it's on there, you know.
At the end of the day, I just hope this game is fun. You know, it looks good, fun play. You know, really long because I don't know. Star Wars was always kind of long though, but I don't know.
I mean, I have Plus, so I'll try it for sure.
I got nothing to say about this game outside. It looks like Uncharted without the personality.
Just sub the UB Plus before August 27th.
No, fuck that.
Try it out. 3 days early. Cancel. Play it for a month.
Why should I give Ubisoft a fucking dime? How about they make a good game for once?
TBG, you can't fly in spaceships on Uncharted.
Yeah, well, at least Uncharted actually has a personality. This chick's personality looks like I'm Han Solo, but I have a vagina.
Hey, but hold on. TBG, hold on.
Dude, that's base, bro. That's base. Come on.
Hold on, TBG. I feel like you were just telling the internet that people are crying like babies, and you're doing the same thing. None of us played the game.
Actually, it's Dash Rendar with a vagina. TBG.
I'm mostly joking around when I say shit like that, but it's like I'm more always talking like how people are getting upset over like single frames in trailers, like.
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like you're
Lord.
also getting upset over a different thing,
record,
right?
I will say this right now. I got nothing against playing as a woman in fucking video games.
Oh, yeah, we
The
know
Last
that.
of Us is my favorite. Hey, what's my favorite franchise again? Okay, so it's like it's just nothing about this feels original. It feels like Uncharted, but with Star Wars.
So my question is she ugly, or does your video game character chick, does she need to look like super hot model?
I got answer. She's not ugly, and no, it doesn't matter either way.
I agree with Kabini.
I agree.
There you go.
It doesn't matter.
If I met her in person, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna give you some free advice here. If you can't jerk off to your character on the screen,
hey, yo.
go to Rule 34.
This ain't rated R, buddy. Rated F.
Wait till Stellar Blade comes out.
There's this obsession, like women in games have to look like perfect, like absolutely perfect.
Hold up. Let's be fair. People didn't start saying that to just recently when Stellar Blade came out. Nobody was caring. Nobody got mad.
You guys remember wait till
Stellar Blade.
You guys remember the Resident Evil 2 mod with Claire, bro? That was wild, huh?
Do y'all not remember Dead or Alive beach volleyball? Come on, man.
That was a long time ago. What I'm saying is,
we need to get out of this primitive mindset of like women have to always look appealing to you in video games.
I don't think this is so. The problem is, unfortunately for us, right, on this podcast, we do follow the internet a lot. It's part of what we do, right? We do research for video games. Right. Yep. We're into gaming. If you asked Jers and I, we talk about this. If you asked our friends that isn't into, they'd be like, "What? Yeah, I'm talking about like." So what I'm saying to you, TBG, is
I know what you're saying, Cowboy, but it's like, I think it's so ridiculous how nerds have gotten so fucking picky to the point that I literally see like game developers have to address this kind of shit. Like, no, we didn't make our character intentionally ugly. We didn't do this to get woke points or shit like that. We didn't change the color of the skin for woke points or anything. We just did it because we thought it fit the character. Like, okay, this chick, yeah, she's not the most appealing person in the world, but guess what? Neither's like 90% of the women in the fucking world.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even look at game characters like that.
Exactly.
Right.
Why are people looking? Why are people looking at pixels like they're a real person?
Not for nothing. I'm always going back and forth, and I could say names with TK9 and Rain, because they're always like, "Bro, you like to play with guys," and I'm like, "Bro, it's a video game. Why? I don't understand. Why are you making this joke to somebody that plays with a guy character, or I customize a guy character, and you're like, I won't touch any guy character. I'm a
Yo,
man,
wait till
so I
AI
like
comes
women.
to video games now, bro. It's gonna be wild.
It's wild. It's wild. So I don't see why this is a big thing.
Sorry, it's like
But anyway, can we move on, because this is
Yeah. Well, TPG ain't gonna like this because he doesn't like PlayStation games, because Destiny 2 is a PlayStation game.
But Destiny's
Really,
been a
but-
PlayStation game. Like, what are we
So
talking
they showed off. So they showed off the final shape in the latest live stream, like Jersey was talking about earlier, and it showed a new subclass where you can wield both the light and the dark.
So wait, is that really a new subclass?
Yes.
Yes, you can wield both at the same
No,
time.
but what I'm saying is if you could wield both, is it really a
Yo,
new
when I
subclass?
seen that, when I seen that, I was like, what the hell is this? And I was watching.
They're going all out.
When I'm gonna let FCAT go ahead and explain this, but
So apparently, I don't know if you heard this, Jersey, but there's a rumor that they pulled this power from Destiny 3 and put it in the final shape.
I mean, a
That's
lot of
kind of like a
Destiny
panic
2
button.
What was it? It was trying to think. Wait, hold on, let me think. It was the Red War, right? Forsaken and Shadowkeep. After that, Beyond Light was supposed to be Destiny 3. This is supposed to be Destiny 3. Hope you guys know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, what
This is
FCAT was
setting
saying
this up
with the powers and stuff, right? I was really intrigued, man. Like, I wasn't planning on playing this again. But when I seen this, and I didn't even know it was out last week, bro. Like, I should have brought it up in a podcast, like, or whatever, just talked about it. But I didn't even know. I wasn't following it, you know what I mean, anymore. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But I just seen it
This part isn't out yet. This part comes out in June. What came out last week was that
into the
was
light.
a free thing.
It was a
Yeah,
free
that
thing.
was-
But this, I'm saying, like the powers and all the mixes and matches and all the ability,
the hand movements.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell's going on, bro? Now we have all this. Now, bro.
Can I say this real quick? FCAT was literally like, Destiny's gonna be over. This is the end of it. And now he's like,
Well, I
oh
mean,
my
it's the
god. See,
way-
that's
but
why
it's
you
the
can't
way-
say a game is dead and is over. And
But no, I gotta agree with him, bro. It was falling off for a long time.
It was. It was
bro.
dying.
It was falling off.
But did you really feel, even though it was falling off, that the final shape was going to be the end of Destiny? Like, come on now.
Well,
We'll get into that. We'll get into
go ahead,
that.
FK. Go ahead. Continue.
We'll get into that though. But yeah, I like how they're adding this new subclass. I like how they're adding these hand movements and stuff. Is Final Shape really gonna help Bungie not have Sony take over?
Bro, if this stuff, my boy said that just almost verbatim what you just said. If this stuff
Right.
is good for them, they're screwed, bro.
Right.
It's a wrap. And I think, honestly, FCAT, think about this. I think that's why they delayed this. Partially why they were like, oh shit. If we don't do something crazy for everybody,
And
to
they
come back,
threw
we're
everything
fucked.
at it. They're throwing everything.
Everything, bro. It's wild, bro. It's wild.
They're saying the F machine raid might come back for this.
Did I hear correctly in the Vidoc? I don't know where exactly. I think it's towards 3/4 in. I don't know what time frame. They're talking about Cowboy. If you can understand this, if you can remember how exotics have certain perks that it makes that exotic unique.
Correct.
You could add exotic perks to another one.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, like
You can steal other.
They're making
class
this OP
powers.
for dude. They're trying to bring everybody back. That's what
You
the
know
hell
what's
is going.
crazy though? When I listen to that, all I think is, damn, bro, they're gonna have a hell of a time buffing and nerfing
I
the
don't
game
think they
itself.
are, bro. See, this is the idea. I think finally they're realizing, like, you know what? We're not going to keep nerfing and catering to one side over the.
Right.
I think what they're going. I mean, you could be right. If something's overly broken, yeah, they're going to fix it. But I think they did this for a reason. They want everybody to come back. Like, yo, you can mix match powers now. What the hell? I haven't played in
Dude,
2 years. I'm going to
that
jump in it. They're doing this
that
for a reason.
yeah, I mean, that makes me like that gets me
Look at it.
excited,
Look,
right?
Fire
Because
Ice Strand, like that's wild,
bro,
bro.
because so here's the problem, Jared. I love my Titans, but I was always like, do I like Striker or do I like the Fire? But
Now
if
you
I
got
could
both,
take,
all
bro,
three. Remember the Titan Slam with the arc?
yeah,
Now you got it with the fire. What is
man,
that's dope as shit.
that's dope.
You got
I
new
might
enemy
have to actually
things, I
watch the
think.
vid out.
I
Well,
think you
the
got new
new
enemies,
enemies
right?
are just tormentors, reskin tormentors. The
There
only
you
new
go.
enemy they added was that bat thing
Oh, the
with
bat
the
with the gun.
gun.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kind of
I think
funny
you
though.
only like the hands movements because of Immortals of Abrium, but I'll just say that.
Dude.
I was gonna say that before too.
You know,
He
to
likes
be
the
honest.
hand motion
But
because
anyway,
Immortals.
what else you want to add on this? I see you got your
So yeah, rumor Bungie is apparently working on Destiny 3 codename Payback.
So let's go. Let's talk about
Intriguing.
that. All right.
You know?
So let me start. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I played Destiny 1 from the alpha to the end, right?
Yeah.
And we moved right into Destiny 2. And honestly, it was a bit different
Stale
because
as
they
hell. It
took
was
stuff
stale as hell. It
away.
was stale as crap.
But I felt like it was still the same game. So if they say it's a part 3, I'm gonna be like, I mean, what's really changing? It's still got the same story. I mean, they would have to like I don't feel like it's a part 1, part 2, part 3. I feel like it's just a continuation. Like I feel like it's not a hard like, you know, when there's like a part 2 to something, you like, oh snap, there's like new characters, whatever. I feel
Mhm.
like the way Destiny's universe is, it all feels like it goes together. It just, you know, then they bring back so much of the old stuff. You're like, I mean, it's still the same game. Like Destiny 2 for me could have just still been called Destiny 1. And I would just felt like, all right, whatever. So if they are working on a part 3, I need it to feel like it's a
Yeah.
legit part 3 and
We
not
need new
like,
areas, new planets, new enemies. Like
yeah, like you gotta really shake it up. And I don't
And
want
then, like, if I may, real quick,
Mhm,
if they're gonna make a Destiny 3, I agree with you 100%. If they're gonna make Destiny 3, I would say this: bring what you're doing with the final shape situations, bring it right over to Destiny 3, whatever you're doing. Because if you're gonna
Well-
do all that craziness, OP, wild stuff, and Destiny 3 is just back to stale stuff like Destiny 2 or like beginning vanilla Destiny 1, there's no point, bro.
yeah, and you know what I
People are
want
gonna
to see,
hate
Jared?
Bungie for that.
I want to see a
So-
graphical overhaul. I want to see the models look like, I don't want the
New
characters
engine
to
revamp,
even look
yeah, bro.
the same, right? I
Yep.
want them to be like, oh wow, the character models are different. I don't want them to
Sure,
have the
sure.
same broad
In a
shoulders.
perfect
Like,
world,
and hold on, real quick. And I
look,
don't even want to see the enemies look the same. Like, because when they come out with all the enemies, they're like a reskin. Like, to be honest
Yeah.
with you, it's like
Yep.
it's like the same enemy, but a new. Like, I want it to be all new, and then that could be a Destiny 3. But go ahead, FK.
No, I was gonna say that's we're living in a perfect world in a dream. That if we think Destiny 3 is going to be this completely new looking game, and we know from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, all that was just an update with graphics and a mantle. Like seriously, there was no difference between 1 and 2.
I feel like
literally.
if they do Destiny 3, they really gotta up the ante with their engines, like Cowboy said. Like you said,
Yeah,
they gotta
need
add
UE5 type stuff.
They gotta revamp the whole system. Like again, it's kind of crazy to think about, right? But everything in the final shape, whatever they're bringing there, bring it to Destiny 3. Right, not the environments. I'm talking about the gameplay. I'm talking about the subclasses and what you can do with those abilities. Bring it. Like you already obtained it. This is not a Destiny, pre-Destiny kind of game. This is Destiny continuation, like Cowboy said. It's a continuation, right? Revamp the engine, make it look like a PS5 or going into PS6. You got to future-proof it. Now you have to really upgrade the graphics and everything else. When they do that, it's gonna be 30. Hopefully not, because I ain't freaking touching it. But if it's 60, I'll touch it. But again, I'll probably play it on PC anyway.
So let me ask this question: should Destiny 3 be a paid game at launch or free at launch?
It should be
I think it
a
should
little bit of
be
both. I think
me
it should be
personally.
free with a $50 season.
No, I'm saying because Destiny 1 was pay game. Destiny 2 was a pay game at launch, then it became free to play. So can Bungie walk back Destiny being a
Well,
free game?
they have no choice to move forward what they're doing with their model. They can't just put it like, hey, it's $60 now. Like, no, you
Hey,
can't
look,
do that.
that one game that
Yeah,
SCAT
so
paid for
like,
did it.
yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, what if they slap $60-$70 on Destiny
So
3?
I'm gonna
Like,
be
would
honest.
people
I've
buy
been
it?
out of it for so long. I would probably pay for it because when I got out of it, it wasn't free. So I'm used to it being where you had to pay for it. So I actually don't kind of even get the free to play because I feel like I keep seeing to me it was free to play. I keep seeing they keep coming out with new stuff for people to pay for, and they're like, oh, they got the new DLC, the new this and that. So I'm like, well, what's free? Like what? So I guess somebody brand new could play the game for
Should
free. I guess that's where it's free. But for the most part, everybody I know they paid for it at some point.
Yeah, he has
So
a
I feel
point.
like you already kind of.
Should Marathon be free or paid?
I don't know.
What you
We're
think?
not talking about marathon. Come on, bro. Now
I'm
we're
just
gonna.
saying, should Marathon be free or paid?
I think Marathon should be free if it's like a ever going PvP. Sure,
PvP extraction
Yeah.
shooter.
Maybe
Let me
you'll
ask
bring
you
a
this,
lot more people involved
Kubini,
with
you
that.
still here? Because I want to get Kubini if he's still there.
Yeah, he's done it.
No, I'm here. I just don't really care about this game. I'll be honest.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's fair. Yeah, I mean the thing is,
You need
me,
sex at Destiny.
FCat, and Jers, we were die hard into this game. So I mean, I spent most of my gaming, not most, but I spent out of every game I played in my life, this is probably one of the top 3 games that I spent time into. So like, Destiny's always I'm always gonna have a thing for Destiny, even though I don't play it, haven't played it for years. Like actually play it. So I'm always gonna pay attention to what's going on, and I want the best for it.
With Destiny 1 and 2, I got like 120, 130 days altogether played.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more. I don't even know. I got like 3,600 in one and like 2,600 in the other, or
Right.
whatever. Do the math. Like,
Yeah,
and I haven't
whatever
played
that
it
is,
in
right?
years, so you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into some stuff. Convening wants to
All right,
talk about
wait. Hold up.
Xbox
Before you move,
stuff.
hold up. Before you move. The next thing is not going to be Destiny related.
No, this is going
All
to
right.
be
So
Xbox.
hold on. Before you do that, if something I want to ask Jers from before, Jers, you're a guest on the show. Bro, did you want to bring up some the Twitter stuff recently and stuff like that? Like, yeah, because I feel like, bro, that's a topic. If you want to bring it up.
yeah, I don't care. What do you want to talk about?
Before we move on, let Jers have the floor.
Wait, I don't know what you mean though. Like, what's there's a lot. I mean, I have free time. You know what I mean? I was off for a few days, so I had time to do a lot of crazy things. But go ahead.
So yeah, what I was just saying is, so you recently, you had you put out, some posts and stuff with Twitter and stuff like that. So like, I know you had like a, kind of like this little story you want to talk about with Twitter and all that. So I was just saying you could bring up the topic and we could discuss it. Did you want to bring that up?
Well, I mean, the console war stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it goes to I don't even want to say the names, man, because I feel like I ain't trying to throw no shots at anybody, but it's really, well, I'm going to say the name. It's Beast. Again, it's not personal. You know what I mean? It's never personal with me. If people want to be personal with me, then you got some mental issues. You got to step back and reflect on your life, because Twitter's not real. You can just shut it off, close the app, or delete it, and it's over. But no, every day, and this is like since September. Ever since September, I stepped away from Twitter. I barely go on it. I was, I liked a few things, might have said something, retweets, but never fully on it anymore. Right? Just recently, like a month ago, I was just seeing I'm going on it every day and just just scrolling and scroll, and it's like all these dudes on the Xbox side and some on PlayStation side, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. I don't really follow a lot of PlayStation guys on there anyway. All I see is a lot of nonsense. People who don't even have consoles talk crap about the consoles and games. I'm like, bro, anybody can speak their opinions. It's fine. Like, if I don't have certain things, I'm going to talk about it. People can elaborate with me. What it is, what it is. I'm just tired of people pretending to not doing it for follows, likes, and clicks and views. It's bullshit. Excuse my language. When people try to tell me like, oh man, I don't do this, man, I do this for real. Like, no, you don't, bro, because here's the thing. you know you can get paid to have 5 million impressions. So you try your hardest to have a reaction at all your posts. Every single post, you want a reaction. So I'm looking and paying attention. It's not just Beast or anybody. Again, it's not personal. This is what I'm noticing.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to be me finally after 3 years of networking on Twitter. I'm a fanboy of PlayStation. I always was, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that I hate Xbox. I like Xbox to an extent. I think it's a dope system. Now Cubini's gonna probably say, hey, it doesn't matter with 30 FPS. We can get into that a little later if he wants. But again,
I didn't say that.
No, hear me out. Just hear me out. It's like 30 FPS is not gonna break a game. It doesn't affect the game at all.
Right.
But this is the new gen hardware systems, bro. Like they're more than capable. We all did homework. We all did our due diligence. I don't care what anybody says. We can have 60 FPS if they make it an option. I don't care, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just so tired of this. Hold on. It's not even Cubini. I'm just saying, like, we were having a conversation about 4K 30, whatever that. But I'm just saying on Twitter, you know, I'm seeing this every day, every single day. I'm looking, I'm scrolling. I'm just trying to see some gaming news and IGN and Game Bowl and just get some. And all I see, bashing PlayStation, play. And then I went to a Twitter space today just to listen for a little bit. And I was thinking about hitting that request to speak button, but I know how it's going to go. I don't need to argue over strangers I never met in my life over video games that they don't even care about playing. So I'm just listening. They're talking about sales. They're talking about shareholders. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What happened to the gaming talk? Like Cowboy, like if we're talking about Destiny, we've been playing Destiny. Let's talk about what's the difference of abilities and the shooting the guns, walking, like the hand animations, FK. Like, where is this real game conversations, bro? All I hear on Twitter is, man, this guy did this. I could beat him in this, at this, and man, this guy don't know that. Blah, 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 pew, pew, pew. I'm like, bro, what the hell are we talking about, bro? These people are nuts. All they do is bring the hood street stuff into freaking Twitter spaces. It's I don't even have words anymore, bro. It's just weird. I'm 40 years old, right? And I'm like, yo, dude, like this is absurd. And I was telling my dudes, and I'm like, yo, look at this shit, man. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous, bro. They were like, yo, let's fuck with them. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'll be gone sworn all day, every day, and I'm doing it for entertainment. I'm literally laughing at everything I'm posting, right? I'm not tagging nobody because I feel like you're kind of looking for attention in a way. Like I don't want that. I'm just gonna post it, and guess what? I like hook, line, and sinker a few Xbots. They came under. I didn't tag anybody. You know what I mean? I just did what I did. And they're over here. What are they doing? They're bashing that. They're doing this, having objections. I'm like, bro, I'm not even tagging nobody. I'm just doing me. That's how you feel. I was like, do you have a PlayStation 4 or 5? He goes, nah. I'm like, then shut the hell up. If you have a PC, shut your mouth. What are you console warring for? I'm doing this for fun and crap and giggles. I'm not even like, I have a series. I have 2 of them. I have a PC. I got a PS5. It's like, I do this for funny crap and giggles. Like, it's just, bro, it's wild. when dude in your Discord, was it Poro or something like that? He goes, okay, then go play your game. I'm like, bro, I'm doing this for fun. I'm playing around. Like if people want to get real with it, get all in their feelings, that's on them. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna troll them. I don't care, bro. I hope it hurts their feelings. I hope they bang their head on the wall. Yeah, man, it's wild, bro.
No, yeah, definitely. It was cool because.
Real quick, Cabo, hold on. You know, also, I'm not saying I'm the best gamer. I'm not saying I know how to play fighters because I don't anymore. I lost track of that. And I said to Beast, and I tagged him and a few others. I said, yo, how many times did I try to game with y'all? Try to set up events where we all can get together and game, like real big events and stuff. They ain't about that. Beast can say whatever he wants. And again, this is not personal. We never had an outing, a beef or anything. Right. But it's what I noticed. I'm like, and you know what's fun? I didn't even realize that. So my dude brought it up. And he's not really on Twitter like that. He has like 80 followers. He's not really on Twitter. But he's like, Jers, didn't you did he ever answer you about your tournament thing? Like best 6 out of 10 games? I was like, he said he was down, but he goes, yeah, he never really said, yo, let's set up a date. Let's try to do it. You get your boys, I get mine. Yo, dude, we'll definitely get it in. Nobody answers me, bro. Nobody's trying to do that. All they do on Twitter, again, is for likes, clicks, and views because everybody wants to
they don't game.
They don't.
No, Twitter's their game. That's where it's always been.
like risk it for the biscuit. Like he hasn't played a game in like 2 years. on his channel.
I mean, to
the rest is just him talking about games. It's like,
well, I mean,
what the hell?
to Beast's defense, I mean, he does have 100,000 gaming. He does game. I mean, like risk games too. You know what I mean? But my thing is this, man. Right? If you don't have a console, or maybe okay, it's your preference. You don't want it. Cool. Then talk about Xbox. Why is Xbox? At least Cubini talks about Xbox and why he loves it. I don't hear it from nobody else. All I hear is they're bashing PlayStation every day, all day. I'm like, bro, you guys are pathetic, bro. Can we have a game conversation? Why are you talking about shareholders? Why are you talking about trillions of dollars? He goes, yeah, man, we got this. I'm like, you don't have nothing. They got stuff. They got money. You don't have nothing, bro. You got to spend money, bro. What are you talking? Bro, they're wild, bro.
You're trying to have a debate about a $3 trillion company that could bury your ass tomorrow. Y'all ain't got shit. Come on, man. With that,
bro, I understand. I think Game Pass is phenomenal. I always said that. I think Game Pass is really dope. It intrigues people to be like, yo, if you can play 100, 200 games for $300, that's pretty dope.
Right.
I'll
Hey,
definitely do that. Yo, God.
There's over 500 games on Game Pass, sir.
There you go. 500 games. And I'm going to tell you this.
Over 500, yeah.
And I want to bring this up because I think Cubini, FCat, and Cowboy, you guys can relate to this. Now, for a fact, I know this for a fact, right? I'm going to tell you for a fact. A lot of PlayStation gamers, they don't buy the same games. When B says, oh, man, it didn't sell like 50, you got 50 million units. They don't even buy 50 million copies. Bro, first of all, not one exclusive ever as like Minecraft. I'm not talking about Minecraft. I'm talking about like, you know, Horizon, Gears of War, Halo itself as a one particular game set, not like the whole bundle or the whole franchise. I'm talking about one game. Name one game that sold 50 million copies. None. You know what I mean?
Mario
GTA.
Kart.
No. I'm not talking about Nintendo. Of course, yeah, of course, that, bro. Yeah. I ain't talking about Nintendo, bro. That's Godfather right there. That's the grandfather, man. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like
GTA would be up there. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, well, yeah, but I'm talking about first 6-party exclusives. But I'm talking about like he was like, what do you say? It's about PlayStation Plus Premium. I'm like, and I want to come in and so bad and just say, listen, bro, a lot of PlayStation gamers buy the games already on there. I have almost all the AAAs and all the AA's. I got like 600 games with PlayStation Plus, you know what I mean, over the years. So I'm like, a lot of people bought or played these games already. They don't need PlayStation Plus Premium, but it is an option. All right. Now, if you're talking about, they bring it to day and date for some miracle reason, Sony can do it. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't care how they do it. If they can do it, best believe all these PlayStation Plus will switch to the PlayStation Premium. Yeah, I bet your ass they would. Just like Game Pass. If Game Pass has 120 million subscribers, let's just say that. Because why? They're offering day and date games. That's the best deal I can ever see.
Yeah.
Why would you go out and spend $70 for a game on your console preferred to spend $60, $70, $80 when it's going to be on Game Pass? The same model. You know what I mean? Like me. Call me a hypocrite, right? If I bought Liza P on PlayStation, but I also got on Game Pass, why did I buy it? Because it's on PlayStation. I want to play PlayStation with it too. You know what I mean? Right. My dude's like, yo, why'd you buy it? I'm like, because I like the game. I bought Elden Ring 3 times. What's the problem? Like,
we bought GTA 5 like 6 times.
Yeah, like 5 times. You know?
The moral of the story is get off of Twitter and the console wars go away.
No, I think what people got to realize is there's a difference between renting and there's a difference between owning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you buy a certain game because you want to, a year from now, you might just want to turn. So you might just want to turn on. Like for me, I rent. You guys know I rent a lot of games, but once I find that game, when my mind just say like today, I haven't played Forspoken in months. Today I turned it on, right? So those are the games I want to own. But there's games I do want to beat, but I don't want, like RoboCop. I beat RoboCop. I sent it back. I will never buy RoboCop. And once I beat it and played, I was like, you know what? It's cool. If it had maybe a horde mode or something, I would buy it. But I don't want to. So Game Pass is great because there's a bunch of games you just want to play and beat and be done because you can't guarantee that game's still going to be there down the road unless it's, I guess, an Xbox exclusive, right?
Yeah, I think the first parties are the only ones that don't drop off.
Right. That's
guaranteed.
Right. They keep comparing. Guys, they kept comparing single players to multiplayers. Like, okay, yo, is anybody still playing that game? I'm like, guys, it's a single player. I'm thinking it's to myself. I'm like, it's a single player. Or is anybody playing Horizon Forbidden West? I'm like, it's a single player. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they've been doing that shit to Starfield for a while. Like, oh, nobody's playing it. Yeah, it's a single player game. No shit.
No,
It's been
I
out
think
for
people-
what, 8 months? Like, damn.
I've seen people with 25 days played in Starfield. I think that's great. I think Starfield's a really good game. Could have been better? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. In my opinion, it could have been better. I mean, people could feel differently, but I think it should have been better. But I had a good time playing it with QB. He gave me some mods. We had a great
I'm
time.
looking forward to that DLC, bro. I want to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
But no, let's go back to the thing real quick, and we can
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, let's go back to Xbox.
No, hold on. I want to say something real
Alright,
quick.
go back.
Like, if we compare PlayStation Plus Premium to Game Pass, anybody see a real difference besides day and date? I mean, I don't see a big difference. It's just wasted money, in my opinion.
I mean, you can't just say besides day and date. You know, you can't just take that out.
No, wait. I missed that. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Besides day and date, let's just say they didn't do it. What's the difference?
Yeah, then it would be just pretty much the same thing. It would just be a subscription.
Apparently,
You
a
add
Dan
games.
Dates game's coming in May to PlayStation Plus.
And
Yeah, but one is nothing. You need all of them, sir. Yep. If you really want to compete, it needs to have all of them.
And that's the thing. I don't think again, like people want to say Sony could do this. I'm like, listen, Sony is not that rich like Microsoft, bro.
I was just gonna say that.
If they don't have the money, bro, it is what it is. I don't want, I don't care if it was day and date or it's not. That is not my decision. My decision is, hey, do I want to play this game? Yes or no?
Well, the other issue is the PlayStation developers, for some reason, they have a hard time developing, the PC version and console version at the same time. I don't understand that either when the Xbox teams are making them side by side and releasing them day and date together.
Well,
I don't understand that part either.
Because one's 30, one's, Captain.
They require a third party company to make the PC version on the Sony side. I don't know why it has to be that way, but that's what they do.
I just don't think they have the studios or, again, resources to say, hey, you guys work on this. You know what I mean?
They don't have the money for the manpower, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Probably not. All right. Are we moving on now?
Yeah.
Well, let me just say this. Thank you for bringing it up. I mean, it's definitely a good segue. Definitely a good topic, and it spawned into some good conversation. So I knew it would, and that's why I wanted to definitely ask you if you didn't mind sharing. So I appreciate that.
Well, real quick before you guys go, because I know you want to change the subject, but this is why I said what I said in that long tweet. It wasn't to disrespect anybody personally, but it's like when me and my dudes, let's just say, you guys remember E3 like in 2014, how great it used to be, and like, yo, this game looks great. Me and my dudes only talked about gaming games. You know what I mean? We didn't talk about sales numbers, shareholders, and trillions of dollar deals. We didn't care. Like Cabo, you hear my boy Rage talk?
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything
that's my
about.
dude, yo. I like him.
He doesn't know
him,
crap.
but I like him. I like him.
He,
I love his
he is
take.
not tech savvy. He is not behind the scenes like me, you, FCAT, Cubini. We do our due diligence with our homework with technology. He doesn't care. You just give me what it can do and how to do it. I'm gonna play it. That's it. That's all my dudes talked about is games and gaming. That's it. We don't talk about console wars. We don't. It's just I don't know. It's funny as hell to me.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff. All right, FCAT, let me pull you back up. Oh wait, you got to share it again.
Yeah. So let's get into some Xbox stuff.
Yeah, I think you got to share your screen again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there you go. All right, cool. Bam.
All right, 2 years in the making. Finally, Hypercharge Unbox is coming to Xbox in May. So this is a first-person shooter multiplayer thing that's kind of Toy Story graphics.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You got this. I don't have any. Me personally, I don't have any. I never played what was called Army. It was like a toy army game. I never really got into that. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it doesn't pull me in. So I just think I like video games, and if they come out with a game that caters to me, I'm gonna play it. This doesn't. I mean, it looks cool as I'm looking at it. I mean, it looks cool, but it doesn't pull me in. I mean, if it's on Game Pass, I'll probably try it. If a bunch of people play it and say they like it, it's
And
cool.
there's no confirmation yet if whether or not if it'll be on Game Pass.
Right. Well, if a bunch of people play it and say it's cool, then I'll probably try to check it out.
I mean, I'll probably get it on Steam and let my kid play it. You know, it looks like something he'd probably play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe we can co-op on it. I don't know.
Right. What about you, Jers?
No.
Motherfucker.
All right. So about frames per second, but this week we'll be fighting about resolution with Xbox. So Digital Foundry found Alone in the Dark performance on a Series S is pretty bad. We're looking at 900p resolution on the Series S. And I'm seeing a pattern ever since, you know, Immortals of Avium on Series S was bad. The Brothers game, remake, whatever. And it just seems like the Series S is just...
I mean, are we supposed to be surprised by this? I don't understand.
Cubini, thank you so much. Because I was thinking, like,
God damn.
that was the whole thing, that the Series S wasn't going to be as powerful. So I didn't.
Yeah, it's the basic box, man. Duh. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I don't think this is a thing. FCAT, to be
I mean, 900p. That's better than Xbox One, and that's a next gen game at 900p. That's impressive for a little S. You got to think about it a little bit differently.
Yeah, I kind of there with you. If this was like Series X or something, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Sure.
But
it's a baby box, man. It's fine.
Yeah, George, you got anything to say about this? Because
came out with 1080.
What game is that?
Alone in the
Dark remake.
I gotta agree with community. I mean, 900p for DS, it's not bad because it is a less powerful machine.
I mean,
but if I were to play that, I would play it in performance if they had it. So,
I mean, 900p versus 1080 in a native setup, you're not going to see that. So,
especially
at this point, you're just, you know, talking trash at that point.
Yeah, especially on the smaller screen, you're not really going to see a major difference.
I agree, man.
No.
It's only 100
But
pixels.
I'm just saying it seems like it's becoming common with the Series S, and unfortunately, Digital Foundry also found out that Hellblade 2 will be 964p.
Hey, Jersey, you want to explain? You want to explain to everybody this whole letterbox issue, please? Because these console peasants don't understand shit when it comes to letterbox. Explain to them what scaling on the vertical axis means. Can you help me out with that?
No, you can do it.
Christ, man. So you don't know, or you don't want to?
I don't want to. It's just too much. I don't know. My brain doesn't work right now.
So we're basically gonna get the order 1886 Hellblade 2. You're saying?
No. So okay. So all right. So I'll do it myself. Then. You mind, Cowboy? Can I get this out real quick?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Real quick. Okay. So 964p. Hey. Okay. Well, that is scaled down from what they say it was 1296 to 1440p. So it's a 1440p image that is scaled down to letterbox. Letterbox is going to scale it down. It's going to scale it down on the vertical axis, not down to 964p. Guess what? The game is still 1440p. You're just cutting off all the pixels on the screen with the letterbox mode. So this title is actually wrong. And if you watch the video when they talked about it, they said it's between 1296 and 1440, but when you scale it down to letterbox mode, this is the resolution. It's just a scale. It doesn't. It's just console war bullshit.
Yeah, somebody just clipped
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody just clipped this part to make it a talking point, but they didn't.
It's just 1440p on UE5. If it holds 30 FPS, I'll be impressed. That's all I'm saying. If it holds it, I'll be impressed.
It's gonna be on Game Pass PC, right?
Sure. Yeah, I'm being on PC with it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, 1440p 60. Yes, sir.
On high.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But still, it's just, it's more console bullshit, man. And besides, who cares? When you play the game, you're gonna be like, God damn, you're gonna love it, man. It don't really matter.
The reason
You
why I
know?
don't think this stuff matters is because when you're home with whatever setup you have, unless you
Right.
got dual setups and you playing the game next to each other, and you're
That's the
like,
thing. That's if
man,
you have a
this one
PC.
should look better on this.
Why are the hardcore console players having to resort to go to PC for better stuff?
Because they're
listen,
playing on 5-year-old hardware, bro.
No, but listen, hold on. Let me jump in there.
Jesus.
At the end of the day, consoles can only do but so much, right? So I mean, you just got to do with, and again, you got to just deal with whatever the developer decided to make their game at.
I'll tell
Would
you
you
what,
like
though.
it to have a option mode? Hell yeah! If we had a magic wand, every game. Look at me
Boom.
now, right? Every time I play a game, before I start the game, I go to see if it's a performance mode, right? Now, I never did that in the past, but because now I'm on YouTube, like I now I understand that. Oh yeah, back in the day, I used to like the TVs that had they call soap opera mode, or it was full motion plus. That was the technical term, right? I personally like that. I remember my ex-wife, we bought this one Sony TV. It was amazing when they first came out with the $150 3D glasses. It was it was amazing. We bought 5 of them. I spent no expense to get the premium feel, right? Now I loved it, right? But she hated it, right? So at the end of the day, I know what I like. So yes, would I want every game to have a performance mode? Yeah, because I like the frames more. But at the end of the day, this stuff is dumb, because now if you want to spend the money and get a PC that could do it, then great. But if you can't do that at home, you just gotta eat it and just play it the way you could play it. I feel like some people complain they don't even got a up-to-date TV. They probably got 1080p and they're still complaining like, oh,
You know
we
what's
can't do this,
wild?
can't do that. And they
You know
can't
what's
even do it
wild?
anyway.
My buddy for 14 years has the same 1080 PT. He just upgraded to a 4K 120 TV this year. And he still said the PS5 games look great. And it was only in 60 hertz, obviously 60 frames. But I'm just saying, like, now he's like, oh, crap, you know?
Well, that's because they scale. If you got a 4K game and you put on a 1080 TV, it downscales it. It's still going to look good.
Yep.
Sure. Absolutely.
I'm going to say this, though. Now, I'm going to give it its flowers for Hellblade 2. This is the best looking game thus far on Xbox that I've seen. If that's actual gameplay in the game, that's very impressive. I'm really impressed with it. Now, do I want 30? No, I don't. That's why I got a PC again, like 3 years ago.
But the issue is, Jersey, you understand why it's 30, and
I
it's not
understand.
for the reason you
listen,
think.
No, I get it. Like, if PS5 games looked like to this scale in Unreal Engine 5, if they actually worked on more games in that situation, I would understand. But I'll still be mad if it wasn't in 60. Give me that option. I don't care about resolution too much. Simmer it down. I got a small monitor, 34-inch, whatever. It won't look as bad. But again, this game is changing the spectrum. You know that. It's starting, to flow into the next generations. That's what I feel. This is the start of it right here. That's what I feel.
And I'm with you. And I think that's all I'm asking is that people respect the engine, respect the tech, respect the futures coming, and realize these boxes are going to struggle with these newer games the next 2-3 years till we get the next generation.
And honestly, I don't have a Series X, so I'm not even going to talk on the Series X like that. I just think it's funny. But again, I have the PC to get me my 60 or higher. But,
I'm with you.
Hopefully they have some new techniques with the engine, and they can tweak out some things and make it shine in 60 down the road a little bit. Which I think they will. They usually do.
Maybe a 40 mode, maybe.
Here's what I want to know, though, right? I'm curious to see when this game comes out. So we obviously know the difference between 60 and 30, right?
This comes out in May, right?
There's is it May?
Yeah.
There's I would love to see, like you're saying, new techniques or whatever. If you play it and it looks really good. Now, granted, remember the 60 and the 30 is going to be when your actual movement, right? But I'm wondering if it's going to be so stunning with the cutscenes and the people standing there talking. Will you be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if people are going to take their hat off and give this game credit. Like, yeah, it won't be 60, but I wonder if they're going to be like, yo, it really looks good.
I'm going to
like,
record it in Series S, and because I don't have a Series X, but I'm going to record the Series S quality, and I'm going to record the high 1440p version of this game.
I mean, the Series X will upscale the game too, so it should look really good. I'm curious, to see how it plays out in the end.
Actually, I'm predicting that it's going to be bad on Series S. It's going to be even worse on xCloud.
I agree. I'm just going to record it anyway. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I already know that. But
That's a blanket.
I really think this
prediction.
game is too
I think we all
powerful
agree
for
with
this.
that.
Honestly, this game's too powerful for this, in my opinion. But
Well, hold on though. The S has the exact same CPU as the X, so you're really just talking about resolution at that point. So if it's 600p 30 FPS on S, it'll still look the same. It'll just be a little bit more blurry. You're not going to lose fidelity.
how much RAM?
You're
does
not losing that.
How much RAM does the S have?
Don't say blurry.
Well, it'll upscale a little bit anyway on the S.
Listen to what Jer said. Listen to what Jer
How much
said.
RAM does the S have? 10?
I think it was 10, yeah.
And you guys know what RAM does, right?
Yeah, but it's not RAM like on PC RAM. It's not the same thing.
Well, I'm saying technically.
The thing with the S is the memory bottleneck.
I'm just saying, like, RAM utilizes that to put everything on the screen for you. But I'm just saying, like, it's 16 to 10. That's a big jump. So it's like, I know it's gonna look good, but not as good as the X or the PC.
Yeah, but we already know that because that's what that box is supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, sitting here saying, "Oh, I bet it's gonna look like trash in the S." Well, no shit.
Okay, but hear me out.
Yeah.
If they had,
honestly,
no, I'm saying if they had. This is now again, we're going back to the performance situation. If they had like lower resolution, say 720p. I know that's kind of a funny. What the hell are we talking about? 720p. I'm saying just options. I'm not saying we had better. No, I'm just saying 720p 60. Could it be possible?
Well, what if the developer said, "You know what? I don't want to compromise my game and do that."
But here we are. I can stop you there. I'm gonna stop you there, though. I'm gonna stop you there. When somebody says it was their vision, why is it not 30 on PC?
Because nobody locks their games on PC. It's the industry standard
their
type
vision
thing.
to play this game thing.
Just like Starfield.
I'm just saying. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
I think that's a defensive way of saying that we can't do it on these consoles. I'm just saying it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not saying we got 60 right now. I'm just saying that's what I believe, in my opinion.
Well, the PC versions are ports. You know that.
So let me ask you this though. So there's a statement that all developers aren't created equally. So my question is this. I'll start with this game, Gotham Knights. Right? Remember, they said because the dynamic tethering, they couldn't make their game 60 frames per second. Dynamic tethering means I could be on one end of the stage, you could be on the other end of the stage in co-op, and it will be seamless, right? My question is, do you think, I'm just asking with Gotham Knights, so this won't have to be a console war, right? Do you think another developer, you could pick your name out the hat, doesn't matter, you don't have to say, do you think another developer could have made Gotham Knights 60 frames? Or do you think that game was impossible to be?
Yes, but that's the big caveat.
What do you mean? Explain it.
Well, another developer didn't make that game. They did. So tough shit. I'm
asking you a hypothetical. If you don't have an answer, that's cool.
Sure.
I'm asking you a hypothetical question. Do you think
another? Yeah. Like if you gave, the Forza guys, if you gave them Starfield, could they make it better?
No,
sure, probably.
Just use Gotham Knight. Gotham Knight isn't an Xbox, PlayStation, so you don't even have to get into that whole thing. Gotham Knight. Do you think they could have made Gotham Knight 60 frames? It'd be the exact same game, but a performance mode. Or do you think that game? I'm not sure if you played it or not.
But they said it was an actual technical issue, right? It wasn't a hardware limitation.
No, they said they said it was impossible for them to make it 60 because their thing called dynamic tethering when you're a multiplayer. It will be impossible for them to do. They couldn't. The game wouldn't be able to handle 60 frames.
Well, maybe they're right. That's maybe it's an engine limitation, just like Starfield. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So how come Starfield has loading screens? Can't they get rid of them? They probably could. Maybe, I don't know.
So
but that's an engine limitation.
The reason why I brought this up is because and again, I'm not going into console war, but I noticed that a lot of first party PlayStation games have like even 1440p, 2K, like they got these high modes, right? And they always add a performance. Now, again, I know it could be a developer. Maybe they say, listen, for us, we've got to add a performance because maybe that's what people expect. Maybe they don't want to hear the console war stuff. So I wonder sometimes, like, well, if they do it, if they figure out a way to add that, I wonder if, let's say they develop, or like you said, the Forza company, right? I wonder
Right.
if another company was to take the same game and develop it with their engineering of the hardware, right? So they engineer it based off of, let's say, a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S or X. They know they way around it. Could they actually pull off what some of the developers like third party can't do? I'm just curious if you guys.
Let's see what happens when God of War comes out on UE5. Let's see how it runs. I mean, we don't have context on that side. They're
Well,
running a bunch of PS4 games. You know, I
again,
mean,
but Gotham Knights wasn't. Gotham Knights is not on Unreal Engine 5. Gotham Knights came out
well,
with.
I'm just saying any game. Like, let's have a PlayStation first party game on UE5, and then show me that you can do 60, and then tell me how you got there. Then
Copper,
I'll take your word for it. You know what I mean?
Copper, do you know how much RAM you have in your laptop? Was it
I
8
have no
gigs?
clue. I would have to look it up.
Oh, is that video RAM or?
No, just RAM.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna say, if he has a 2060 that came out how long ago, and a RAM that's like 8 gigs, you know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
got it in 2019. I mean, in 2019, it had the bells and whistles. It had every,
Yeah.
everything was
So it's actually like a year before the hardware of PS5 was actually being made and processed.
right.
So if that PC can run 60 frames with Gotham Knights, why can't PS5? Why can't Xbox Series X? At the time, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you
Oh,
guys,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. What is the technical issue? It's just laziness. You know what I mean? And people who say like they don't mind 30, that's fine. I mean, I'm not bashing people who like 30 frames. I mean, do your thing. I don't like 30 frames no more. I'm just saying, if people
Jersey,
that's no, hold on. This is what.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're
But
good.
again, if people don't want to, I'm not buying a PC. Nobody told anybody to buy PCs. This is why I tell you why I bought a PC. But look at Doc Dark. He finally got a PC. Maybe only been $900, but he finally got one. Like, he's tired of being
No.
limited too. It's ridiculous.
No, I was going to ask you. I heard this explanation once. They told me is when you start a game from the very beginning, you have to decide right away if it's 30 or 60 FPS or higher. And then whatever you pick to, that's what you get. So let's say you chose to start your game at 30 because that's just where you want the fidelity and all that. You finish the game. Apparently, it is very difficult to get a 60 FPS mode out of that game because you engineered and designed that game at 30 from the get-go. I've heard this multiple times. Digital Foundry has said it.
Cubini, they did it with Redfall.
Well, I think Redfall was a disaster. We know that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they did.
But and I think that game was designed for 60, but they just never bothered to do the mode until the fan outcry about it. Really, they even admitted it. They weren't even trying to do a 60 mode. That game was a hot mess, man. That game was a hot mess.
The thing about
And that was not Xbox fault either. That was developer's fault.
So hold on, I have to read this comment again. This is not a personal shot. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but this does not make sense to me at all. You ready? Darth Kermit said another dev can make this game 60, but it may be a blurry mess. Have less assets in it. So you're gonna tell me 30 FPS is not blurry to you?
Well, I think what he's saying.
No, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying?
With,
I get
with
what he's saying,
Digital
but he's saying
Foundry,
when
I was
you're-
going to say this because Cowboy is going to be playing this through xCloud. That it's going to be worse on xCloud because Digital Foundry said it's going to be blurry. It's going to have artifacting, pixelization, everything xCloud is known for. So like on xCloud, like it's going to be pretty bad.
I don't think he really cares to talk about xCloud. Like I'm the only person.
I'm just saying.
I understand. I'm gonna get what I get because I don't have a console. But I think to what Jers read the comment, I think what Dark Kermit was saying is like if you take a game and you're just walking, right? and you're looking at the character in 4K 30, you're probably like, man, that looks pretty good. Now, once you start fighting and swinging and turning real quick, then to your point, Jers, you'll be like, oh, is it going to be blurry? Then, yeah, it will probably look blurry when you're like turning real quick, right? But for the most part, you know, that 4K 30, the 4K 30 is going to look pretty nice until you start, you know, really doing a lot of movement. So, I mean, they both to each his own. I think, because we can't act like we haven't been playing 30 frames for like majority of our gaming lives,
And
right?
that's why I want 60.
Say that again.
Yeah, but let me ask one more thing. On the PlayStation side, you know how you said all the games have performance modes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody bothered to seen the reviews on all these games? Most of these performance modes are hot trash. The resolutions are tanked. They don't hold FPS for shit. Maybe it's just hold on. Maybe it's just the developer doesn't want their game to do that, and they chose to lock it at 30. I mean, come on.
I think the games you're talking about the third party games. You're talking about
It
Final
doesn't matter. The
Fantasy,
argument is
but
PlayStation has modes and Xbox doesn't.
no, hear me out.
So
I'm not saying what I was saying was I'm talking about a God of War. I'm talking about
sure,
the
those are
last.
all
I'm
PS4
talking
games,
about
so they better run good. That's what I'm saying. You got
no.
to.
That was my point. Hear me out. Hear me out. And there's no console word thing. I think you're taking it to the console word thing.
Well,
My
no,
point was
I'm
that
taking it
I
to
was using
freaking math, but
no, I was using an example. No, because think of what you said. Think of what you said. You said did you look at the reviews? Now, yes, you're talking about the Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy Rebirth. They had issues. Did God of War have
Rise
issues?
of Ronin.
Right, third party, right? So what
Yeah.
I was saying when I was mentioning it, I was talking about those first party games where they're able where they're able, again, they wouldn't know the machine best, right? They would know the hardware best. So that's why I was wondering, do you guys think another company could do it? Because if you see now, again, the games are created differently. Let's say you take a game like Gotham Knights, which has this dynamic tethering. Again, I mean, my claim was, well, I could play Marvel Avengers and we could be on both ends of the screen in 4 players also. So I didn't understand it, but they were saying, well, everything in the whole game on the whole city is still going to be going on. Like, meaning if you go far away and I go far in Marvel Avengers, they're saying there's parts of the game where I guess that game isn't generating anymore, like nothing's happening. But in their game, everything is live all the time, no matter how far apart you go, is what they were saying. So I was curious on, okay, let's say you take a company, don't need to put names, but you take a company that did like first party PlayStation or even your Forza, like you said, Forza, right? Forza was the game that did it. You take a company like that knows the hardware. I'm curious, and again, we can't answer this question 100%. It's just hypothetical. I was curious, like I wonder if they would have been able to pull it off, or is that the game just was incapable of doing it, or maybe it was just the choice. Maybe the developer said, look, we like 4K 30 better, it's because it's going to look better. But to Jer's point, well, I think when the movement's going to look better in 60, the developers like you and me was talking about, Cubini, in the Discord, well, maybe they feel, listen, graphically the 4K is going to be better than 1080, you know. And so
Well, I just wonder if the difference is, like you said, Sony has that mandate, put out a performance mode, even if it's trash, it needs to be there, you know. And on Xbox, the developers are free to make that choice,
right?
If they want to, you know, quote unquote, compromise their vision of the game by doing that. Maybe that's the difference.
I just think
But then,
Sony's first party has a standard with 60. Like it has to work. Like, no
okay,
matter what.
well, we're talking about 2 games that are third-party developers that Xbox purchased. So at that point, then we can change the narrative again.
No, the devs
Because
aren't saying that. The devs are saying, you know, it's the Series S and they're having trouble with it and it's
I
taking
think what
longer.
sucks for the
it's
conversation
not the parody mode. It's not that.
is always going to be a conversation. I think that's the bad thing that sucks, because now we didn't bring it up. FCAT brought it up first, but in the back of my head when
He's like,
we was
don't blame
talking,
me, blame FCAT.
I was thinking about it, but
Yeah.
Well, hold on. But Jersey said, you said first party, right?
Yeah, I brought
Or
up first
no,
party.
I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't.
Cowboy saying the PlayStation first party knows their hardware, they get it running right. correct?
And I also said Forza because you said Forza. Remember, I'm listening
Right.
to
Well,
you. You said,
right. So the most recent Xbox first-party game they released was Forza Motorsport, made by their in-house developer that they've had for years and years and years. And that game has a 4K 30. It has a 1080p 60 mode, and it has a ray trace 60 mode. So they're doing their job. Hi-Fi Rush was 60. So Starfield and Hellblade were third-party developers that were purchased. Hellblade, I'm going to say that's on Xbox because they've had them long enough.
right.
But Starfield was 80% finished when they bought that game, and they literally had to help them limp it across the finish line to even get that game out.
What's weird? What's strange
It's all
to me
about the
is that,
context. That's all I'm saying.
no, yeah, definitely. What's strange to me though is that Hellblade, when y'all guys posted in the chat, I even had to ask, like, "Oh, is this real or is this BS?" Because
Yeah.
no one would have told me that Hellblade wouldn't have had a 60 mode because that game looks so graphic, like it looks amazing that I would have thought they'd have been like, "We're gonna make sure the audience get both forms of this game because it looks so great." And the cinematic game too, right? Like I keep saying, like this is the PlayStation version of an Xbox game, right? So it caters to me that it's
Right.
cinematic, and so I am shocked. Like I'm
It's
really
basically going to
shocked.
be Order of 1886.
Well, I wonder if they wanted to, or if they tried to get it to 60 and they just couldn't get it stable enough without compromising too many things. Which in that case, it's either the new engine or it's the hardware. It's one or the other.
You know what's strange? Again, not that I ever made a game, but I wonder. Not that I ever made a game, but this game has been in development for a long time. So I'm just curious that they chose not to give you both modes. Now you did say, what if they couldn't do it? Maybe they couldn't. I don't know. I never.
Right.
Made a
Maybe
game,
they tried,
but I've
and
seen,
it's too much.
yeah, but there's so many games that have both modes. It's strange that this doesn't. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like
how many UE5 games have both modes?
well, I know
Remnant 2
and
has both modes.
Quantum
I
Error.
think RoboCop does, right?
No,
Yeah.
Quantum Error is questionable.
Hey, Quantum Error still has 60, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, but how low is it at 60? Come on.
But I mean, it's questionable. Are they using UE5? Does it utilize the magic of
No, they said it's
PS5
using UE5. I mean,
SSD? Series S can't handle it. Like,
listen, FK.
that's all cap.
FK, you can say that, but it says Unreal 5. Now, you could also try to sue them and say, listen, it says Unreal 5. This isn't Unreal 5. You know what's going to happen? They're going to come back in court and say, no, it's Unreal 5. So you can say whatever you want, but it says Unreal 5. Unless somebody sued them and said they lied. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day.
Well, you guys, Jersey, you remember that Matrix demo?
Yeah.
That was barely 30 FPS. It struggled to hit 30.
Yeah, dude.
But did you see what that game looked like?
Phenomenal.
So that's what Hellblade's going to be,
Can you still download that?
Yeah. Maybe.
I had it on PC, I think. Yeah.
Check demo.
Yeah, because I never got. I was into Stadia back then, and K9 is in the building. He said, "Who gives a F?" He said, 30 frames is fine. Hold up, 30 frames is fine if you have a problem. Get a PC yourself. He said, this generation of gamers are straight Bs. He said, but your Hellblade 2 is fine. And Ron is in the building. He said, I enjoy 15 frames games. 60 frames is too fast for me. I think it's all preference. So I think the thing is, if you like 30, that's on you. If somebody don't like 30, then you can't be mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like who gives a F, because if let's say you like a game and they decide not to make the game, and I'm like, who gives a F? I never liked that game. You might be like, what? That game was fire. And so then your feelings don't matter. You know what I mean? So, but I get
I don't care what anybody says. Listen. I don't care what anybody says. There ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, how to play, what to think, how to play a game. It's 30, 60. Shut the hell up and do your damn own thing. Enjoy how you enjoy it. That's all I got to say to people, bro.
Oh yeah, I think that's what it comes down to.
And I agree with what Houston is saying in the chat. I mean, most of these 60 FPS modes aren't even close to holding that. And at the compromise of low resolution and stuttery frames, like, come on, man. Maybe some developers just don't want to do that. You know.
I never said 30 frames breaks the games or it's crap. I'm just saying I'm playing on PC. So
Well, sure, and I'm with you on that. We'll crank that shit up and frame gen that shit, and we're good. I'm with you. But it's just
My point is this: I don't make video games, so I just take. See, the thing is, the difference between me, I don't really care. If I like a game, I'm gonna buy it or I'm gonna rent it, and I'm gonna play it at some point. I don't really care because I don't make video games, so I know I'm at the mercy of them. That's why I don't really care too much. If a game has 30 frames, cool. If a game
gonna
has
make a
60
game.
frames, cool. It is what it is with me.
You heard?
I don't really care.
I'm just saying it's kind of sketchy that Aaron Greenberg said that, you know, standard output to this and then deleted it. Then they privated the Series S video.
See, you're saying all this from a console war side. You don't know the context of either of that, by the way. But
I'm just
also,
saying
so
there
what?
was
Maybe,
promises made.
but maybe that was the standard in 2020 before UE5 and all these other big demanding games are starting to come out. And now it's time for a PS5 Pro, right? I mean, come on.
All I'm
Y'all
gonna
are good
say-
with a Pro coming, but you're dogging the other two boxes.
All I'm gonna say
Like,
is
come on,
I'm gonna enjoy Hellblade 1440p Ultra 100 frames
I'm with you.
all day.
I don't get why you're okay with a Pro coming out, but then at the same time you're like, whoa, they promised us this stuff. Sure, they did 4 years ago.
I'm still gonna get a PS5 Pro.
Right, but they're by selling you a Pro, they're admitting they lied to you because you're only 4
Not
years
really.
in,
You still- no,
and
no.
now you have to
No, no.
upgrade your box already. Think about that.
No, because all the first parties are
that's
60. They actually gave me what I wanted.
yeah. They have modes that run like shit. Yes, they do.
No.
Yes.
No, Cubini, you again.
Again,
I
you're
definitely
doing that
agree
again,
with
bro.
you.
I explained this.
You got to give
before, bro.
context. If you name games, that's cool. But then there's games that have 120.
All the
modes.
first party games on PS5 run fine on 60 frames. If you
Yeah,
don't like
and
60,
so do all the Xbox games.
yeah, but not all of them.
Yeah, that one.
All
game.
of them made by Xbox. Yes.
You're talking about the one game. You got them. It's context. That's the thing. Like I understand. Like he's talking about the one game. We're talking about a few games. At the end of the day, like my point is,
Like nobody has to
I
like
don't
my
make video
opinion. That's
games.
just my opinion. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, we're literally complaining about two third-party games
You have a
running
PC.
Lock
You
30.
shouldn't
Like,
even
calm
care.
down.
I'm saying you have a PC. You shouldn't even care.
I don't care. I just think
What are
it's
we talking about?
stupid that that's a weapon against Xbox for
I'm not
two
using it as a
games.
weapon.
Like,
I'm not
calm
using it as a
down.
weapon. I'm not using it as a weapon. I'm just being facts.
Yeah,
I mean, you got the game of the generation and the best-looking game of the generation. Deal with
Starfield was
it.
not no, Starfield wasn't it, bro. Stop it. You can't
Okay.
you can't even fly into a planet. Knock it off.
My thing is this. My thing is this. I don't feel 30 is unplayable, so I would never care.
No, exactly. It's not
So
unplayable.
that's the thing. It doesn't matter.
It's just more enjoyable to have 60. That's it.
I do
People don't
agree
like
with
that
that.
opinion. I don't know what to do with it. It ain't my problem.
Well, I'm curious. I want to see y'all play Hellblade at 60, and I want you to tell me if it, compromises their vision in any way. Like if it makes everything move too fast, or
Yeah,
if
I
shit
don't know why people
glitches
said that.
out.
That's weird.
Maybe it was literally designed for a cinematic 30 FPS, and if you up the frame rates, it's going to screw up the pacing of the game or something. Who knows? I'm curious.
So is it confirmed unlocked on PC? Uncapped
Yes.
on PC?
Yes.
I mean, it should be, right?
'Cause that's the way it should be, right? It's a port. It's not the original game. It is a PC port
I mean,
made by the same developer.
Some games lock it. Like recently, Dragon's Dogma 2 locks it to 30
On PC?
I believe, or
I don't
that
know.
might have been a rumor.
It sounds like a dirty rumor. Do you got any more topics? Because I wanted to add one that I saw come out yesterday.
I'm out.
Yeah, add your last one, and then let's
Okay.
let's move along. I'm gonna watch some wrestling, but go ahead, man. Would you
There
like to bring up?
there was a supposed insider leak that says Fable is finished and the developers are moving on and it's going to come out next year. I saw that.
So GTA,
They're saying it's playable already, so Fable is fully playable.
So
Oh, okay.
GTA 6, if it doesn't get delayed, it'll massacre it.
Yeah, and then the other one was Wolverine is a 2026 game.
Mhm.
So I don't know if people are still thinking next year, but it's 2026 game. And they are using Hellblade as their influence on the tech and all that stuff to make Wolverine better. So they're benchmarking Hellblade for Wolverine. Kind of cool.
I think honestly, dates don't matter to me. All of this is a good thing because if you say somebody's gonna wait to make a game better, what's the problem? You know, if somebody say, "Oh, look at this game, it looks great," then now that's gonna make us want to make our game look better. That I don't see no issue at all.
I don't think Wolverine was delayed. I think they just told the world way too early. You know?
Well, it got leaked also, so they kind of had
Yeah,
to.
that was like what, 3 years ago now? 2 years ago?
Yeah, they kind of had to pivot. You know.
So
But
what are we looking at? PS6 launch title for Wolverine?
maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not that invested in Wolverine, so for me, you know, I'll definitely game fly it. But you know, hopefully it's good. I
Hopefully
played
it's
and beat
60
the last
FPS.
Wolverine game that I thought was pretty amazing. But I'm not a big Wolverine fan. But so as a video game of a character that's violent, because I like more violence in my games.
Sure.
So and I like hand-to-hand contact more than gun shooting. So for me, and it's third person, so that's my wheelhouse. Third person melees, violent, right? You put those, that's why Prototype is my favorite all-time favorite game. So you know, Wolverine looks cool.
Man, I
but
remember when
again,
that leaked out, man, everybody went ham on that game.
Yeah, we're playing it on PC right now, Wolverine.
that is true. Yeah, I watched a
Yo,
bunch of videos.
we can play it on PC right now in 60 frames.
I played it. Yep, I played it. It was short, but I played
Actually,
it.
120 though. It's all good.
Yeah. It's some PS4 assets, man, you know?
Yeah, that's facts. What I said.
Yeah, we love you, TK. You're good, brother. We in here laughing at the console warriors while we're console warring. Go figure.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
That's why I said on Twitter before, and I was just throwing stuff out there, leaving Twitter, throwing like this, and it's like hook, line, getting sicker. You know what I mean? Like if you say something, people's feelings get hurt, their ego gets demolished.
Right.
You know what I mean? If somebody says, "Man, I want to play that kid," well, hold on. If somebody wants to play 4K 30, I don't care. I want to play it. I want to play it in 60. Why does people have an issue with that? You understand? I don't want to hear why developers can do it. Why can't I play this? You know what I mean? So again,
play it on PC, brother.
But I hate. This is what I'm not gonna say. Hate. I dislike when people say get a PC if you want to play 60.
I know.
My man,
I know.
listen. People sound nutty when they say that. We're not just playing 60 on PC, bro. We're playing 120 or higher. We got to.
We got that frame gen, man.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
I'm not gonna lie. If I got a PC, if I listen, I like to spend money on stuff I really want. So that's my problem with a PC because I know me. And my issue is I'll be like, you know, a year ago we were talking about what 39, well, 2 years ago 3090, then the 4090, and now we're talking about 500, right? So my issue is I want to go hard or go home, right? So when somebody said just get yourself Xbox Series X, hell no, or S, hell no, I got to get the X, right? So my thing is this. Yeah, if I was going to get a PC, I'm not getting a PC for 60. That sounds silly. I'm getting it so I can have mods. I'm getting it so I can play games that they delist and come out with ways for you to play it again. I'm getting it for 120 or more. So yeah, that's silly to me when I hear somebody say I just expect at this point a console should be able to do that. Again, if it can't, it just can't. I don't worry about it too much because I'm gonna play the game regardless. But I'm with you, Jers. Like if you tell me to get a PC for 60, I'm like, what? For 60?
Okay, well, how about get a pro for 60?
Huh?
Just get a pro for 60 then. What's the difference, right? I mean, come on. You want to lock 60, get a pro. I mean, the argument's the same way. It ain't no difference.
Yeah, I think if a pro could, so that's the problem. I don't think a pro could guarantee you that, right? I'm not sure if a PC guarantee you that? Because then we're talking about, well, what PC? It's easy. So here's the thing. It's loose.
Well, sure,
It's a very loose statement to say get a PC. But now we got to say, well, what PC? Because that one guy wrote in your comments, Jers, he was like, Well, his PC is 4 years old and he's struggling to play certain games now, right? So it's easy to say get a PC, but you got to make sure you get the right PC, because you might get a PC and get a certain game and be like, damn, I can't
My
play it.
PC is almost 4 years old. I'm having just fine playing it. I don't understand.
I've upgraded video cards twice,
for a
and
second.
I'm still
Hold on
struggling.
one
But
second.
okay.
Well, no, so
Hold
listen
on.
to Cubini. Listen to what Cubini just said.
No, this is what I'm saying about TK9. He's throwing shots at me again for some reason.
He's throwing shots at all of us.
I don't care, little
Yeah,
man.
it's all good.
What I'm saying is you bought all these games, like, you know what I mean, the hard copies, you know what I mean, all this
Right.
play toys in your room, but you don't want to buy a PC, but yet you hate PC. Don't talk about PC, bro, if you don't know shit about it. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. I mean,
I think
like, knock it
I
off.
think TK thing is, though, he is very opinionated, and he
I
kinda
don't care.
likes what
Like,
he
so
likes.
am I. Like, don't disrespect me, bro. Like, dude needs to knock it off. Like,
I think his thing is he likes what he likes, and kind of like not that he don't like what other people like, but it's almost like I feel I don't
I
want to put
told you
words
I
in his
was
mouth.
nice
All
for
I can
3
say
years
is
with
his
this
way or the
shit. Like, I
highway.
ain't being
But
nice
I
to you.
feel like his thing is like he figured whatever his decision is kind of the optimal way, and I feel like that's that logic is a
That's a
little
one
hard to
mindset
take.
thinking point. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
Cowboy, I was saying I've upgraded my PC twice since I built it by hand, brand new 4 years ago, and it's still struggling with some of the newest stuff. But
Well, no, and that's why I was saying to
you know,
jurors. I feel like it's a loose statement to say buy a PC to anybody who say that, because now we got to
sure.
talk about, because here's my thing. If you tell me buy a PC, now when I get a PC, I don't just want a PC for 60. So am I going to buy a cheap PC just so I could get 60, or am I going to go hard so I could get
Thank you.
120?
That makes
Right?
more sense.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I because I don't want a PC just for 60. That's silly to me. I
I'm not
want
talking about a
more than that.
PC from Best Buy, bro. Like iBuyPower. I'm not talking about those PCs, bro. I'm talking about a real
No,
PC, bro.
no, don't do that.
I don't. I'm gonna do it. Like, you want to crack on people who call them retards? Like, yeah, go ahead, bro.
I pieced my PC together piece by piece and built it myself. So that's I'm not doing that. But I've upgraded it twice, and I'm still struggling with some of the newest stuff.
So wait, what's a better thing to do? Just buy a super powerful PC all put together, or do you just get a pre-built?
Well, I mean, when I say I'm struggling, I mean I can do 14, 40, 60 all day long. But if I want to do any better than that, I'm struggling. I have to compromise somewhere. You know, if it's frame generation and get more frames or dropping the res, that's what I mean. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not, optimum.
Yeah. I mean, the PC thing is again, it's hard for me. That's why I've never been a PC guy, because I personally like to pay my money for a console and know you get what you get, right? There is no listen, if you can't do it, you can't do it. But if I get a PC, I know I could upgrade, and that's going to be my issue, because soon as I can't play something at the highest setting, I'm going to be pissed off, because that's what I was told to get a PC for. But the thing is, nothing stands stills. But the thing with the console is it stands stills as long as they come out with a new one. So you just get what you get. Hey, you can't run 30, and so I'm cool with that. But if I get a PC and then some new game come out a year later and I can't run 60, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be so mad, because I was told that you want to play 60, get a PC. But again, nothing stands still. Year later, they might come out with the Unreal Engine 5, and now they got this game that my PC I bought a year ago can't run 60, and then I'm flipping tables and I'm pissed off, and now I got to go out and buy another one. So that's my only.
And that is a problem with PC. It's a never-ending battle of upgrades. It really is. You always find a reason to upgrade something.
Yeah.
You can't just sit on it, You always want more, basically, once you get into that ecosystem. Besides the benefit of mods and everything, because mods are awesome, You've seen it.
Right. Oh, yeah. I was blown away when you did your
mods are awesome. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, like I was looking at the unfortunately it backfired, but this guy was trying to be able to make a mod that would allow you to play multiplayer on Friday the 13th, because it got delisted, right? And even I looked at Friday the 13th, how they had right before the lawsuit happened that stopped them from being able to create more content, they was about to come out with the Friday the 13th Jason X, and I was like, oh, like that blew me away. In the spaceship, the metal Jason and all that, they had to stop it, and it was right before it came out, right? So I see on PC like, oh my god, somebody added all the DLC. I'm like, bro, that's amazing. So that's the type of stuff I would get a PC for. I want to do all that stuff that you can't do. You know what I mean? In a kind of
We'll get you there one day. We'll get you a build and
nah, I
get you
couldn't
in
do
the
it for
mod
myself
scene.
because
You'll be good.
I couldn't do it because I'm the guy that's gonna. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna complain when a year or 2 or 3 later, and they come out with a new game and I can't do it. And everybody who told me to get a PC, I'm gonna be so mad, and so I just won't. I won't bring myself to do it. You know. Damn, look at Severance. I haven't seen you in months.
Yeah, what's
Huh?
up,
Ray
Sever?
tracing, all the stuff came out. Did PC start getting strange? Oh wow, that's crazy. Damn, I haven't seen you forever.
Pull us back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Do you
lose
have
our
the
picture.
gaming the picture up?
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to bring up the whole
Okay.
gaming with limits, without limits. Play the games that interest you because you are a gamer. Long story short. But what you were saying, FCAT?
No, I was just saying you left the picture up.
Oh yeah, I was doing that intentionally. But all right, guys, I think we kind of beat this in the head. It was definitely a good show. Cubini, thanks for being on.
Yes,
You
sir.
always can pop in and out when I know when you're having issues, you're on a phone call.
It's tough. It's tough
Yeah,
out here, man.
yeah.
It is.
Yep. So you just whenever you get a chance to get in, it's cool. FCAT as usual, man. Can't do the show without you. You bring up all the stuff. I mean, it'd probably be less console warring without you. But at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. I love it. And Jers, thanks for coming on, man. I do appreciate and value your takes. And I'm glad you coming out with more content. I'll be watching. I thought that was a cool video you did today. Good stuff. And man, if I could ever get a chance to be on the podcast and you guys are having guests, I definitely would want to jump on as well. Also want to thank everybody in the chat. Listen, everybody got an opinion. We don't have to like it all. It'd be nice if we could be nicer to each other, but unfortunately, there's the internet, and why be nice when you could just
He says
say
internet.
mean stuff? So it is what it is.
Well, the difference is when we're doing it, we're all laughing. So that's how
Yeah,
you know it isn't serious.
yeah, yeah. So we take the good with the bad. It just is what it is. The thing with the internet is everybody has a voice, and so you can't shut people up in the comments. Well, I mean, technically there are ways around it, but at the end of the day, I like it all and I appreciate it. But if each of you guys got any last things you want to say before we close out, FCAT, you.
No, just hype for Final Shape in June. Star Wars Outlaws on my birthday. It's gonna be crazy.
That's cool. Let me ask you guys this: is there any games you recommend to anybody? Is there any games you played recently that you recommend that people should try that you thought was like, oh man, this is a really good game? I'll start with you, FCAT. Anything you recommend that you played recently? I mean, you play a bunch of games that some people kind of don't realize is as good as they could be, maybe sort
The
of.
Parish game, I guess we showed earlier.
All right, cool. I let QBZ close out the show. What about you, Jers? Any last thoughts and any game you would recommend that people should check out?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Liza P, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, just if people want 60, let them have 60. You want 30, play your 30, man. That's all it is. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody has to buy a PC because they want 60. I mean, but
I agree. It's straight, simple, to the point. What about you, Cubini?
I mean, play the games you want to play the way they come. If you don't like it, then make that change. Otherwise, just hush and play the game. I mean, at the end of the day, those guys put in all those years of work to make the product. The least we can do is enjoy it instead of complaining about it not being good enough for us. But Liza P, I haven't played, so I guess I'm going to go do that now. Thanks, Jers.
Nice.
Word.
And do you have a game you recommend?
Nothing recently, but I would still say I like Atomic Heart quite a bit. So if you haven't tried it, it's on Game Pass. Go give it a try. I know it's about a year old now, but there's been a couple DLCs, so it's a pretty fun game.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just crazy how you see people complaining and hating and negative stuff only on like console war stuff only on Twitter and YouTube.
It's all good. I mean, listen, it's never gonna stop. Like I said, I always say, man, we was doing console wars for Atari. What's better, Atari? Because
Oh yeah.
so it is what
Yeah,
it
we
is.
were doing that back in the N64 days, doing that shit at school, bro. We
It
sit
just
there and talk trash every day.
the thing is, it's
No,
just
you
heightened.
don't see it out in the real world. Like
Well, yeah, it's just heightened because of the
No.
internet. So the internet
your friends come
heightens
over,
it.
they see a PlayStation 5, and they'd be like, "Oh no, Xbox was better," you know. They're not
No,
It's
that
really
doesn't happen.
it's just heightened because it's the internet, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's why I just said, listen, play the games you want, because you're a gamer. But with that being said, I will be working on my birthday video from the weekend. I'll definitely try to put that out tonight. Tomorrow I'll be back. My wife and I were switching some things up. So we used to call it Cowgirl and Cowboy Adult Community Game Night. But we realized, if the game might get stale sometimes, maybe somebody don't want to always play the game. I wanted to interject some stuff in there. So now it's just simply going to be Adult Community Entertainment Night. And so it's still not for kids, but I'll be playing some videos that might be like, adult oriented as far as like a subject matter, so we can actually have conversations. Sometimes we might not play the game at all. We might just, yeah, so it's going to be switched up a little bit. So look forward to that tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow when I get out of work, FCAT, I'm going to play Hawk because you said I'll finally get to play that.
Yeah.
Wednesday is going to be We Wrestle Wednesdays, the Wrestling League. So we'll be back for that with WWE 2K 2024. Hopefully the online mode gets better because it's trash right now. And then Thursdays I never really know. It's kind of still my up in the air day, so I could kind of do whatever. My brother just had shoulder surgery. How crazy is that? I had shoulder surgery last year. He had it now, so I might go see him on Thursday. So maybe I won't stream. Who knows? But that's pretty much it for me. And yeah, for all the people who was a guest today, I dropped the link for their channels in the stream. So make sure you guys scroll up. You'll see Jer's stream, Chill Gaming. You'll see Rudig's channel. You'll see Rain actually makes music. He's young guys, so check them out. And all the other people that was on as well. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. This was definitely 1,000,000% epic for one reason and one reason only. Cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And you guys still going in the comments, and that's cool. It is what it is. But with that being said, and now your mama knows. Write that down.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And now your mama knows. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.